I'm okay. I tripped over the light immediately.
Around.
Watch out, Fonda.
Oh, thank you. See, I was almost going to make
That's
a
how
fool
we
of
start
myself
this with a
initially.
bang, is by ruining the lighting setup.
That's right.
Cool. I have to go get my mic reset. I'll be right back.
Gosh, it was really invisible. Fonda almost fit.
I almost fell over it. It would have
Okay.
been hilarious. It would have been a great start.
How is everybody today? Well, awesome. We are also doing awesome. Everyone's a little freaked out because they've never done this before. But this is a fun thing that we like to do every year to raise money for charity. And so, basic premise of this is that we're going to try to play a game, and we'll explain what the game is soon. And you get to mess with us by donating to charity. And this year, you get to mess with some of my very favorite writers and creators. Let's have everybody introduce themselves. Start here at this end.
Hey, I'm just Dax, apparently. They didn't have a real, so I'm just Dax. I have nothing special. Dan's just trying to get me back from 2 years ago, I guess. So if you know, you know.
Well, what do you do?
I mess with Dan, and he gets me back. I am a full-time professional dungeon master. I run Dungeon Master Direct. You've probably seen my really fancy, really shiny dice out on the vendor floor. And I also host Game Night Getaways with Dan. Next one's coming up in March if you want to come on a cruise with us. So that's me, just Dax.
My name is Daniel Green. I do goblin things. Thank you very much.
Hey, everyone. I'm Fonda Lee. I write books.
We're trying not to fangirl over here, honestly.
My name is Dan, and I am not trying to not fangirl.
Hi, I'm Shannon Hale, and I write books as well.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm a professional stunt actor. That's not true. I work in the animation industry.
All right, so let me talk a little bit about the charity that we are working with this year. And it is called the Utah SF Fellowship. And for full legal disclosure, I am actually a trustee of this charity. It is an educational charity where we raise money to fund science fiction and fantasy creators in various Utah universities. Right now, we are already fully funding The Leading Edge and Warp and Weave, which are two student-run science fiction magazines. We are hoping to raise more money so that we can start branching out into other universities, so that we can do scholarships, so that we can start some publishing programs. It's a really cool thing. The Leading Edge is the science fiction fantasy magazine that I and Brandon and Isaac Stewart, who's our creative director, and Peter Ahlstrom, who's our editorial director. Most of Dragonsteel leadership came up through these types of educational programs and publishing programs at universities here in Utah. And so this is our chance to give back to that. We're very excited. We hope to raise a ton of money today. And so we hope that you are all as excited about that as we are. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Chasm Fiends. You guys have, I hope, been collecting the story deck cards? Yeah? Scattered applause for that. Chasm Fiends are, one of the stories in the story deck is about the Chasm Fiends. And we've got their picture here. They're big, horrible monsters who live down in the chasms on the shattered plains of Roshar, and collecting the gem hearts that they have is the whole point of the war that's going on. But that's just how we see them. They see themselves a little differently. Let's get the Chasm Friends picture up there if we can. There we go. The Chasm Friends are adorable and plucky, and they spend all of their time exploring the world and learning new things and sharing the power of friendship. The gem hearts glow when they do something special, and that's who these wonderful players will be playing as today. None of them know this yet. They just found out. And I I have been maddeningly vague with everybody, and they're all nervous. You get to play as chasm friends. So, here, let's talk through them, and I'm going to let you guys choose who you want to be. First, we have Clever Claws. Can we get the chasm friends picture back up on the screen? Yeah, Clever Claws is one of those. I don't know which one, but they're cute. Clever Claws is the one who likes to be very smart, but isn't always very wise. Who wants to be Clever Claws?
You just described me. So let's.
I can't give this one to you. I have a special nefarious plan for you. Somebody else want to be Clever Claws? No one's grabbing it, so I'm just going to pass it to Fonda.
All right.
Okay. Then we have the one dancing in the middle is Howlerina. Howlerina likes to dance and be fancy. That's the fancy Nancy of the Chasm Friends world. Who wants to be Howlerina?
I mean, I think she already showed.
Okay.
I'm quick on my feet.
Perfect.
Fabulous.
We have Shredhead. Shredhead is the adventurous one, the one who likes doing extreme sports like surfing the high storms that go through the shattered plains. Who's interested in Shredhead?
Righteous.
All right, pass that down.
Thank you.
And then we have Burp Slurper. This is the one that you get. Burp Slurper is still a baby and is primarily interested in food.
Oh, this is so perfect.
There you go. Now, the fifth chasm friend you can see up in the corner of the photo is named Darren. And Darren sleeps all the time. Darren would not be an especially exciting character to play. So we're going to explain how Darren works a little later on. What we have instead, you can see down at the bottom of that photo, is there's a little human. The chasm friends call the humans shouties because they're always shouting. So I'm going to pass this down. Daniel, you get to be the shouty.
Oh, you have a special.
But here's the problem. Shouties are really kind of delicate and vulnerable. So here's 99 extra character sheets. Just in case you die. He did tell me earlier that he's a very good dyer. That's going to come in real handy.
I said that not know. That was perfect.
So should you ever die, I do have on the side of your character sheet, there's a little table where you can look at and pick how you got lost from the humans and ended up among the chasm friends as their pet shouty.
Oh.
All right. So let's explain a little bit about how this game works. We're using a system called Fate Accelerated, and you all have in front of you 4 dice that have blank sides, and they have plus sides, and they have minus sides. On your character sheet, you've got 6 attributes: careful, clever, flashy, forceful, quick, and sneaky. And what you do when it's time to do something and you want to say, climb up a wall, and I will say, oh, that's probably forceful. Or you could say, I want to climb up the wall as carefully as possible, and I say, oh, well, then you're going to roll careful. Or if you want to climb up it as sneakily as possible, then you roll sneaky, and so on and so on. And then so what you do is you take that bonus and you roll your 4 dice, and that will change, you know, what's there. And then you tell me your total number, and I'll tell you if you succeed or if you fail. It's very, very simple. You've also got on your character sheet a gem heart power. And the gem heart power will give you a +2 bonus, and that's free if you can argue that it works. So, for example, Howlerina, your gem heart power is when it is time to be fancy. If you're doing something in a fancy way, then you get the +2 bonus from your gem heart. Yours doesn't have a gem heart power. You have a human power, which is that you're very small, by which I mean you are the size of a human. And so, yeah, you get that +2 bonus. The other 2 bonuses that you have, these traits, those you have to pay for. Everybody's got a couple of coins. These are called fate points. And if you want to use one of the other traits, So for example, Daniel the Shouty, your 2 traits are relies on luck and danger magnet. If one of those things would come in handy, then you can pay the fate point and get another +2 bonus to the roll. Now, how do you get more fate points? By having one of your traits harm you in some way. It might be difficult for you to think of how danger magnet could be deleterious to your character, but if one of those traits does something bad, then you get a fate point instead of spending a fate point. Everybody on your character sheet has a list of everybody's traits because you are encouraged to invoke them against each other. If somebody's trying to do something and you say, actually, it says here on your character sheet that you are, let's see, burp slurper, you are still a baby, that is one of your traits. If somebody says, that would make it hard for you to do the thing you're trying to do, then I can give you a fate point. And that's how this works. So
Wait,
the
so
traits
we're
can be
encouraged
good and
to
the traits
narc on
can be
each
bad.
other?
Sorry?
We're encouraged to narc on each other if we're
Yes.
not playing our characters right?
Make each other's lives difficult because that is how you get more fate points to make your lives better.
Is this collaborative? Are we?
It is. It is all collaborative.
Okay.
You're a team. You're trying to work together.
I'm a younger sibling. You're playing to my strengths.
All right. Can we get a slide of the donation levels and the milestones up? Because we want to talk about those. Here's all the things that you can do. So first up, for $50, you guys can donate to make Darren do something. Darren, the sleeping chasm friend, you as the audience are playing Darren. Okay? So you can donate to make Darren do something. You can, I can't see everything up there. For $100, you can make the players eat creme. Everyone up here has a bowl with approximately 1/3 of a pound of Pop Rocks in it. For $100, you can make everyone eat a spoonful of Pop Rocks. There's various other things up there. One of the ones that I want to point out in particular is the army. There are, of course, a bunch of humans around, other shouties, who are up there in the Shattered Plains, and they are always hunting the chasm friends. So there is, of course, a possibility that there will eventually be an army. You guys can pay money to make that army as big as possible by the end of the game. You get to choose. Also, I definitely want to point out, for $100 each, you guys can cause a problem for one of the players, or for $100 each, you can straight up murder Daniel Green.
Whether you love or hate me, that's a
they'll
great
be
deal.
running little donation slips up to me and saying, oh, this just happened. And every now and then one of those will say, the shouty dies. And then I'll look over and I'll say, you die. Tell us how you die. And he will have to tear his character sheet in half and then start a new one.
Wait, you said $100 to murder Daniel Green. You didn't say anything about his character.
Please, nobody murder the actual Daniel Green.
Wait, how much for the actual Daniel Green?
101.
For charity. For charity. You too can make some sci-fi and fantasy author's dream come true.
What's your question?
Instead of tearing it, could I name it, sign it, and hand it to someone in the crowd?
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Very good. Okay. So, players, do you have any questions before we get started?
No, it's so clear.
Yeah. Clear as mud.
Yes?
Can I have a fate point for tripping over the light because it made me the center of attention?
Yes! Working it! What are you throwing at her?
Can I have another fate point because I dropped my coin and it made me the center of attention?
Let's pass it delicately.
There we go.
Can I have a fate coin? Because I'm danger.
No.
Can I get a point because it was smart but not wise of me to be in this in the first place?
Absolutely. There you go. Okay. So let's start by why don't you all tell me what you're doing? It's a sunny day in the Crackety Plains, which is what they call the Shattered Plains. And how are you spending your time? You're down at the bottom of a chasm. There's probably some debris and detritus down there, various cremlings, maybe some broken humans that you're munching on. You have, of course, your pet Shouty that you love.
How recent was the last high storm?
Well, the last high storm rolled through a couple of days ago, so
Is
it's...
there any water in the chasms?
There can be if you
I am
want some.
surfing in the chasms and the last of the water. That's
Very
what I'm
good.
doing.
Okay. How about everybody else? How are you spending your time?
So I've got one of the dead Shouties, and I'm trying to play dolls with our current Shouty.
Very good. How do you feel about this, Shouty?
Well, I was looking through my options of why I've joined up here. May I add a new option?
You absolutely may.
Okay, I'm really interested in being around people who have my same dietary interests. So I think I'm just filling up.
Okay. Munching on some cremlings?
Oh, no.
No, on other Shouties. There we go. Okay. We are 2 minutes into the actual gameplay, and we've got cannibalism already going.
All right.
So
All right.
this is
Here we go.
perfect.
All right. So I'm fascinated by Shouties. I'm kind of a budding zoologist.
Okay.
And so I'm documenting the Shouties' behavior. And I want to put them through like a series of like experiments where I make them run through mazes and like lock them into small spaces and things like that. And then I'll document the results.
Okay. Why don't we get a little roll from you
All right.
to create a little maze that we can run our Shouty through?
And this is definitely what would this be? Clever?
I think it is time to be smart, and it would
yeah.
also be a clever roll. So yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
So
1.
you take the clever
Yes.
3
And I minus the
and
2.
minus 2, so you only got a 1. But also you can use your gem heart power because it's time to
That
be
is true.
smart.
I think I will use my gem heart power.
Okay, so that is free because it's a gem heart, which puts you back up to a 3 total. That unfortunately is not high enough for you to have built a really great maze.
Yeah.
So it's more of just a...
Good, because
Okay.
I'm
Like an
playing with the
obstacle.
Shouty
Yeah,
right now. It's
you-
my turn.
You built a maze that has actually killed our Shouty.
Oh, I thought so. Yeah, that seems right. So it wasn't a maze so much as like an obstacle course.
An obstacle course.
With
What was the
hits.
obstacle that ended up ending his life?
Spikes.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunate spikes. Good thing there's another Shouty that just stumbled our way in. Where did you come from?
I was robbed and left for dead.
Robbed and left for dead. And the Chasm friends have found you. That's great.
Yay!
Hooray!
Hey.
Okay.
He's
More
just floating in the water.
experiments.
So, you know what else you have found while you're down there? Actually, I want to ask Burp Slurper, what are you doing as you sit down in this sunny chasm?
I'm a baby.
Okay. Are you hungry?
Ah, food. I'm a baby food.
Okay, well, it's possible you just ate the Shouty because he's died again.
May I roll?
Oh, so crunchy.
What would you like to roll?
I would like to try and convince them not to eat me with words.
Okay. Okay.
And please.
I think that would be a... Which attribute do you think that you're going to use here?
I'm going to try and go with clever.
Clever. You're going
Clever
to
word.
cleverly try to convince the baby chasm fiend
Yes.
Yeah.
not to eat you. Okay.
I do feel like that relies on luck.
Yeah, relies on luck. May I?
Yeah, roll for it.
Oh, I was going to try and do the signing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get it.
But I'm teething, and you're so gummy.
Straight down the middle.
Okay.
1 plus, 1 minus.
Plus and 1 minus. So what's your total number?
With my clever, it is 2.
2? Yeah,
With relies on luck.
unfortunately you have failed to convince Oh, which one are you going to use?
Both.
Both? Well, one attribute will give you a +2 bonus, so you only really need one to hit 4, which is what you need.
I really want to live.
You really want to live. Which trait are you using here?
Relies on luck.
Relies on luck?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Hand over or actually just put the tokens somewhere, and yay. Oh, sure.
Who's ready? Oh, no!
Frisbee.
We relied on luck. There you go, Frisbee. Okay, it is time for Darren to do something. So somebody has contributed to Darren, and so I'm going to ask for a vote really quick. Do you raise your... I'm going to give you the options first. You're either going to roll over onto somebody, or you are going to snore loudly enough to cause a little collapse of rocks in the thing. So everybody everybody cheer if you want to roll over onto somebody. Or snoring loudly enough to cause a cave collapse. There we go. That was definitely louder. So there's a bit of a cave collapse, and I'm going to need...
I wonder who was in the cave.
Chasm collapse. Let's get a roll out of Howlerina. You need to get out of the way of these falling rocks. What do you want to do to get out of the way?
Well, I think it's time to be fancy. So
Okay.
I'm gonna like stand up and twirl away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this at so I get a +2, right? Because I'm using my gem heart power.
+2, but you get to pick one of the attributes as well. Maybe flashy
Okay. Ooh,
if you're dancing.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you need to get a 4. Let's see.
I got 2 + 1 -.
Okay, so what's your total number?
That's a 3.
3?
That's not enough.
It's not enough. Some rocks have fallen on you.
Ow!
That is going to cause a little bit of a problem later on. But right now, Darren has done something else. So we are going to ask another question. And we're going to keep rolling over onto somebody, but we're also going to have, I think, maybe blowing a giant bubble of snot. That's going to be the other option. So, blowing a giant bubble of snot. Cheer for that one. I did note the marked hesitation at the beginning of that. No one wanted to be the first person to cheer for that. How about rolling over onto somebody? I think that was the louder one. So you have rolled over on top of, Darren has rolled over and is squishing Shredhead a little bit.
Ugh, gonna get some gains. I'm gonna start bench pressing Darren.
Bench press Darren.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna be forceful, and I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Okay, so you're gonna spend the plot point for that.
Oh yes. So I get
Okay.
a +2. Forceful is 2. I get to add 4, 2, -1, 3. No pain, no gain.
So you are definitely not lifting this guy very effectively. Thank
I
you
only
very
lifted
much.
with 17 of my legs instead of the proper 27, so
You can't use your back.
can't use your
So
back.
you're squished. You're in this pool of water that you were playing in, and Darren is on top of you, and there's just barely a little bit of your face peeking out of the water as Darren is squished on top of you. Also, somebody has added the first human soldier to the army. That will come into play
All right.
eventually. Right now, you're still safely down in the chasms. But it is time, while you were there, we have added a captain to the army as well, and everybody needs to eat some creme. So it is time for a spoonful. This spoonful can be as big or as wimpy as you like of Pop Rocks. Can you hear it?
Oh, right in the back of the throat. Whoa, bad idea.
Did you try to shotgun the Pop Rocks?
Yeah, whoa.
Ugh.
It has been years. Whoa.
Ugh.
Whoa, I think my
Yeah,
glasses are
yeah.
fogging up. Whoa.
We did this 2 years ago with little sticks of honey. Does anyone remember that? Any of you were here? What we learned is that the first bite, you're like, oh yeah, I could do this all day. And by the time you get to 10 or 20 sticks of honey, or in this case, spoonfuls of Pop Rocks, you will wish never to see a Pop Rock again in your lives.
Should we tell them what happens if we raise $1 million?
Yes, if we raise $1 million, Meg has promised that she will do a line of Pop Rocks.
I'll do it for $1.
I think that definitely counts as center of attention.
It does.
Money, please.
Well, you haven't done it
She
yet.
has to do the line first.
Oh, you promised that you would do it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that works.
You are so clever.
Thank you.
Look, +2.
I shotgunned it right back into the back of my throat. I think that was time for adventure. Adrenaline junkie.
Okay. There we go.
Worth it!
Pass that down.
And I ate some Pop Rocks, which is
Thank
food.
Yay! Okay. I tried to get to this twice and things keep interrupting. So you have found down in the chasms a treasure map. What you think is a treasure map. You're not entirely certain what a treasure map is or what one looks like, but this one does have a big X on it. So that seems certainly to imply that there would be treasure involved.
May I try to explain to my friends what this is? I feel as a shouty, I would have an awareness of what a treasure map is.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I don't think this is forceful. I think it's clever.
Clever, I think that sounds fair.
And would you say this relies on luck?
Yes. Communicating with them is going to rely on luck.
All right.
While he is rolling, everybody take another spoonful of Pop Rocks.
All right. Right to the back.
All right.
Oh, yes, thank you.
I got a belly full of coffee. This is wonderful.
Can you guys hear it? That's so awesome.
It's in my skull.
ASMR.
Yum.
Yep.
Don't worry, one of the milestones, if we hit $5,000, everyone gets to eat crickets as a palate cleanser.
Please. I need protein,
When can we
please.
switch over, guys? Can we alternate? Can we some crickets and then some?
Crickets and then Pop Rocks? No, this is about torture.
Right.
Okay, so you are trying to explain.
Yep.
What have you rolled?
Dan, I just moved to Rochester. I haven't found a dentist yet.
Don't chew, just back of the throat. Don't chew them.
I had +2, and then I paid, and then I got -3.
A -3. Okay, even paying for the bonus on delay. So that's worked very well. And we throw another coin into the audience. It's okay, we've got plenty. Yeah, you have been completely unsuccessful in explaining to the rest of the Chasm friends what this thing might actually be. And so they're all very convinced that it's a treasure map.
It's food.
Oh, look at that.
They're getting
That is a
paratroopers?
shard
What's that?
bearer. That tall one is a shard bearer that's just been added to the army. So our army is growing. I'm very excited. The shard bearer is indeed a little toy paratrooper from a party store called Zurchers. We may be throwing those into the audience later. We'll see.
No, I had something back.
But yeah, so the rest of you, you found what you think is a treasure map. What do you want to do about it?
Eat it.
No. We gotta follow it.
I want to
treasure.
study it.
How are you going to stop Burp Slurper from eating it?
I grab it and run.
You grab it and run?
Grab it and run.
Okay. I think that's going to be a quick roll.
I get +2. Oh, reroll?
You re-roll.
Reroll. Oh, +1 more.
So a 3 total? That's not quite enough. You have not been able to grab. Does anyone else want to
Okay,
save this?
I seize it and tell her that it's a very important artifact and that we need to preserve its knowledge.
Okay. Are you going to let Clever Claws take this away from you? Or are you going to keep trying to eat it?
I got bored with it. It's fine.
Okay. Well, then you have the treasure map, but
right.
the audience has caused a problem for Burp Slurper. One of your traits has been invoked against you. Oh, my word! And we have just hit our first milestone. There was a high storm rolling through. So, yeah. Well done, everybody.
I thought we were about to have to just evacuate the building.
So, a problem has been caused for Burp Slurper. Let's deal with that first. You definitely, I'm going to say food. You've given up on eating the treasure map, but you want to eat something else.
Boo!
What are you going to eat instead?
Shouty!
Shouty! How are you going to try to get away?
I've been told I'm sneaky.
Sneaky?
I'm
okay.
going to try and army crawl out of view.
All right, let's get that roll. A 0 total.
Plus 1, so a 1.
1, yeah. Why don't you go ahead and get rid of yet another character sheet? You've eaten a delicious Shouty.
Give it to Shannon.
Oh.
Here you go.
We should have a competition who can collect the most of Daniel's character sheets.
Okay, it is currently a high storm. A high storm has rolled through. And so when the high storms come through, the chasms get completely scoured out by this wave of water. And as we saw in that picture, Shredhead likes to surf on them. You can actually ride on Darren's back as well.
Yes!
I need everybody to make let's say, a quick roll. And you're going to need to get at least a 2. That's what we're trying to get here.
Oh. So I did
You
not.
got a 2. The Shouty somehow lived through the high storm. Only a 1.
1.
1.
3.
3, of course, Shredhead is perfect.
I believe I was quite lucky there.
You were quite lucky?
I believe I was quite lucky.
Here, have a coin.
Yes.
And what did you get? A 1.
I'm 1, but I'm still a baby.
That's true. You're only a baby. It's hard for you to survive. Hard for you to surf the high storms. Okay, so...
And I got a 1, but it was because I stood too close to the high storm in an attempt to
study it?
To study it.
Okay, that sounds very fair to me. Very good.
Can I save one of my chasm friends who is failing to surf it?
Yeah, you beat the roll.
All
Save
right,
the
all right.
baby.
The baby. Should I save the baby?
No.
What is wrong with you?
1, I don't let Shouties boss me around. I'm gonna save the baby.
Okay. Save, excellent. So you don't have to worry about this high storm separating you from everybody else. But Clever Claus and Howlerina, you have become separated from the group.
No.
Clever Claus, you had the map when this happened.
I have the map.
So what are you going to do first? Are the two of you going to try to find your friends, or are you going to study this map first?
I mean, I want to know everything, so I'm going to study the map.
Okay. Want to know everything. That's one of your traits. I'll give you a coin for that because it is definitely keeping you away from the rest of the group. Why don't you make a roll to study this map?
All right. This is definitely a clever thing, right?
Yeah, this is definitely a clever roll.
Oh, a +1, a -3, so I end up with a 1.
Okay, a 1 total is not enough. You are... Boy.
I'm just staring at the map and like, I got nothing.
Not sure where this leads, but you become increasingly convinced that this is a treasure map. It does seem to have maybe a drawing on it that looks like it might be a Shouty building. Yeah. So, Howlerina, you are also lost with Clever Claus. What are you going to do?
Well, I've learned in my time as a chasm friend that the strongest magic of all is that of friendship. So I'm going to try and be clever and follow the friendship in my heart to find my way back to our friends. Because I'm sure we've been split up by a high storm before. Don't you remember season 1, episode 37? Chasm friendship saves the day. Is there any way that I can deduce where we got split up and if I can find our way back to everyone else.
Okay. Why don't you make a roll for that? Let's see what you got.
I got 2.
A 2. That is enough. You were able to find your way back. Congratulations, the Chasm friends have been reunited together.
And it feels so good.
So now it's time for Darren to do something. Darren is still asleep through the high storm. Darren can sleep through anything.
I'm surfing on him.
So does Darren roll over yet again, dumping Shredhead off?
Or I kickflip him. Ha!
Or does Darren reach out and grab somebody and pull them in like a teddy bear? So let's get the applause. Does Darren roll over?
Roll over! Oh, no.
No. Does Darren grab somebody like a teddy bear?
Oh, no.
That was a resounding roar. I'm going to say that Darren has grabbed Clever Claws. You've been reunited with your friends just in time for Darren to go, and has now pulled you in while you are still trying to figure out what this map is and how it works.
Hooray, everyone! We've done it! We're back together!
Okay. I'm often blind to feelings.
That is true. Let's pass this down.
Awesome.
Okay, Burp Slurper, someone has caused a problem. Someone has it out for you out there in donation land. Someone's caused yet another
really
problem.
does not like babies.
Yeah. We used food last time. Let's use still a baby. How is being a baby going to cause a problem for you right now?
Literally, none of them are carrying me, so I have to roll. I have to roll across the ground.
I'll try and
very
carry.
Slow.
This shouty big guy.
Big shouty who's trying to carry the baby chasm friend around. Okay, you're rolling around. I would like you to make a little roll for me, since you're rolling. No pun intended. I'm lying. Pun absolutely intended. Let's say that's forceful. Get your die roll and forceful.
So, does that mean I have 4?
Yes.
Baby did math. I've got 4.
You got a 4. You have managed to successfully roll across the floor while the Shouty was trying to pick you up. Shouty, I'm going to need a roll for you to get out of the way.
Now, I do have Danger Magnet here.
You do have Danger Magnet.
Do I need to tell you if I'm adding this before or after the roll?
You can add it after the roll.
Yes. I'm not adding it.
What did you get?
I got a 3.
You got a 3. You've successfully gotten out of the way of Burp Slurper rolling across the floor. Okay.
All right, I'm
yes.
going to try and communicate with Darren.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you gonna? How are you gonna do that?
So I'm being hugged, and I'm going to try and communicate with Darren by tapping on Darren in Morse code.
Okay.
And an attempt to see if we could communicate with Darren and use him to get us to where this treasure is.
Okay. I'm going to say this will be a little difficult because you and your ambition are going to try to invent Morse code while
that
tapping
seems
it
fair.
out.
That seems like exactly what I would
so you're going to need a 4 for this.
Okay.
Dan, would
all
you
right.
say that's smart but not wise and she should get a coin?
I'll give you a coin for smart but not wise.
All right. I got my
Also,
coin.
while she is rolling, everybody eat some creme.
Oh.
I don't like it.
It's okay. I'm going to do a slight
All right.
bite.
Evened out. +1, -1, but I am going to invoke my time to be smart.
Okay. So you've succeeded.
I have.
Very good. Hang on.
Dan, where did you get these? Because it has an aftertaste of lead.
I got them at a lead factory. These are Pop Rocks brand Pop Rocks. Everybody has 13 packs of Pop Rocks.
Oh, wow.
That's not true. One of you has 16 packs of Pop Rocks, but I can't remember who it is.
I'm going to guess Daniel.
I'm having a great time.
I feel it in my eyes.
I feel like I have an extra set of teeth on my set of teeth.
Yeah, they do have like a film on them, don't they? Delicious.
I have fillings on everything now.
Okay, so you've successfully communicated with Darren. You're trying to get him to interpret the map for you, or?
So I'm trying to ask Darren if Darren could take us somewhere based on the map.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is going to be difficult for a sleeping Darren to do. You have successfully communicated with him though, and you deserve a reward. Let's see. What is Darren going to do? I think Darren is going to start sliding. The high storm, the high storm has come through and passed, but there's still a lot of water. There's mud everywhere. Darren is now sliding down the chasm like a barge. And everyone can jump on him and see where he's going. Or I guess you could just follow behind. Shouty, I would like you to roll to get out of the way of Darren.
That's fair. I've decided this Shouty because we've established bigger guy, separated from bridge crew. Could I
Okay.
possibly use this opportunity to sneak away?
Oh, okay.
This is the non-loyalist Shouty. This is the one who doesn't want to be here. There's only one.
This is not the cannibal Shouty.
Wow, that Shouty
I
sure
miss-
is a danger magnet. I think he needs another coin.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll take you with me.
I'm having to stop myself from eating the crickets because I want something other than Pop Rocks so badly.
Anything.
Please get us.
Roll there, Daniel.
A 0. You have not escaped.
I try and awkwardly explain my actions.
I would like you to describe to us how it is that you tried to escape, and did you actually try to take Howlerina with you?
Indubitably.
Okay.
And you know in Predator, when he's covered in mud, just slipping through?
Okay.
I'm going full Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. You on the off chance that they have some kind of thermal vision, you were like, I'm going to sneak through. And if there's someone in the audience that knows if they actually do have thermal vision, I don't know. I write for the Cosmere, but I don't know if, like, chasm fiends can see infrared or whatever.
Actually, for this Shouty, he did the mud thing just for himself.
Oh, okay. He just enjoys it.
Yes.
It's part of his skincare routine.
And for my convincing, I'm going to try and roll a clever. I get a 1.
You get a 1.
Wait. No, wait. 3.
Oh, a 3.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's successful. You have managed to make it, you were caught, but you made it look like you weren't actually trying to escape.
I was trying to get her out of a mudslide, clearly.
Yeah.
Just
you were
working to save.
helping out. Perfect. Okay, what's this one? Ooh, Clever Claws. A problem has been caused for you.
Oh.
Which of your traits is causing you a problem right now?
I think I think being smart but not wise has caused a problem.
Okay. So smart but not wise.
Yes.
How is that impeding you solving this treasure map problem right now?
I think I'm attempting to over-communicate with Darren. I'm maybe got a little carried away with the Morse code, and now, in my attempt to communicate with Darren, I've convinced Darren that that we want to go at full speed.
Okay. Excellent. So Darren is now sliding much faster through the chasms while you are still banging
The wind
Morse
is like
code.
whipping, and and the wind is whipping like this. Yeah.
Like multiple legs
Morse
at
code
once,
is
too,
becoming
so it's
very
like
rhythmic.
Right.
Howlerina might be dancing a little bit to this rhythm that's being beaten out.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that the Shouty has just died. Tell us how.
I like to think I just had a real bad fall.
Okay, you fell off of Darren
Oh, just into a chasm.
into a chasm,
Yeah.
lost forever. Okay.
Last words were, no.
So we need a new Shouty.
Oh, I like the last one.
Can,
Like the traitor.
can give this Shouty a name?
You got a tat.
I
This
think I
Shouty's
claim.
name,
I think I should also
Dan.
get to claim.
The Shouty's name is Dan?
The
his name is
Shouty
Dan.
Okay.
died. The one that died, I should get to claim him because
Yes.
of me causing the Darren to move.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
No.
So we have a brand new Shouty. Oh,
Oh,
Yet another milestone has been hit. There's a high storm. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to let everybody eat a cricket for this one.
Ooh,
Yes.
crickets!
So here, you can have a couple of crickets if you want. Here, I'll take some. They're a little
I've never
on
been
the
so
spicy
excited
side.
to not eat Pop Rocks.
There's a little flavor to them.
Spiced
Thank you.
with what?
Creme.
Oh, anything
Wow.
for crab.
Tastes like a little bit of chili powder and maybe some lime.
Yeah.
They're honestly pretty good.
You're gonna
A
eat a
whole handful.
Yeah, they're so good.
Okay, so we have a brand new shouty whose name is Dan. Dan has also just died. Thank you very much. I will hang on to this. So let's get a new shouty. How did this new shouty join the group?
I have so many regrets right now.
But how did Dan die? We didn't even
Yeah, they
know
are
Dan
spicy.
died.
I just had one. And
I didn't know they were that
was
spicy.
I think maybe Dan tried to climb onto Darren to join us, and then was just squished.
And then just got squished.
Just got squished.
Okay, and so in the process of losing Dan, we've gained somebody else, though. What's tell us how this new shouty joined the group?
This shouty named Fonda. I'm getting my revenge while I can. Was lost while scouting.
Fair.
Lost while scouting. Okay. We have added several soldiers to the army. We have added another shard bearer and a captain. So you better hope you don't get caught by this army because it's growing rapidly. And everybody gets to eat some creme to wash the taste
Thank God.
of cricket out of your mouth.
Yumma, yumma, yumma.
Good night.
Oh, good Lord.
That just really is beautiful on the palate together.
Yeah.
There's a
I
lot.
don't think crickets and Pop Rocks were ever meant to be together.
No, they're not.
They're really not.
It's funny when they're in my mouth, I can't hear anything you guys say.
What?
So loud.
I can't hear you. What?
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 My eyes are watering, Dan.
Man, I need a toothbrush. Actually, somebody came by my booth yesterday and gave me a toothbrush and a bunch of floss. So I took it home though. I should have kept it here.
I would have taken that personally.
Yeah.
It was a shard brush.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was an electric toothbrush that had a shard on it. It was really cool.
It just cuts your teeth out of your mouth.
I thought you were just saying like they
First
handed
pass
you.
it kills them. The second
If you
pass.
brush too hard, then your eyes go and smoke comes out of you and you die.
This one's for me.
Okay. So Darren slides through the chasms and comes to a stop miraculously at a place where there is another piece of this same map. Darren has successfully found one for you. So you can put these two pieces together. Do you want to try to do that?
I definitely want to
See what you
try.
can learn? All right, let's see what you can learn.
Wow, that Clever Claus wants to know everything.
I
I
do.
think that's worth a coin.
Dan, may I ask, do they have opposable thumbs?
Of course they do.
Okay.
Opposable
They have opposable claws.
claws. Opposable claws.
4 new soldiers added to
Right.
the army.
Ooh, okay, so I got a +2, a -1, which is a +1 to my clever, so I get 4.
You got a 4?
Yes.
Fantastic. You were able to put these pieces together in a way that makes sense. You can actually see some bits of chasm that you think you could probably follow if you wanted to try to follow this map a little bit. You think you recognize the chasm represented on this map.
I need to get these away from me.
Well, I definitely want to follow it.
Okay.
And
Is everyone down for this? Time to go on a treasure hunt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. I am going to ask for another clever roll then.
Sorry, real quick. Fonda, would you want to go on the treasure hunt?
of course I want to go.
Okay, yeah, I go on the treasure hunt.
Okay, you're also going on the treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Wow. I got 4.
You got a 4? All right.
I got
Well, as a reward for getting a 4, everyone gets to eat some creme.
Ugh. It's like a reward.
Thank you for being so generous to charity.
Yes. This is great.
Do they love charity or do they hate us?
Somebody out there is working for Big Creme, and they're trying to make sure that we eat all of it.
Oh my gracious. This is... And another milestone has been hit. Which milestone is this? I can't remember what all the milestones were that I put on the thing. But you down there, how much have we hit? Is it 3,000? Did I have $3,000 raised? Thank you very much, everybody. This is fantastic. So this is, do you guys want another high storm or do you want some more crickets?
Crickets.
Crickets.
Okay, we'll eat some crickets.
Just eat one, Daniel.
Just
eat
one.
The crickets come from Gonzalez Market over here in Rose Park. If anyone's local and wants to
Thank you.
sample some delicious crickets.
They're so good. Would anyone else like
They're
to try?
honestly
Yes.
fantastic.
Give it.
Like, the crickets are wonderful. I'm glad we're
one has
only
big
eating crickets
legs?
at the milestones because I don't want to get sick of them the way we're getting sick of the Pop Rocks.
They taste weird with the Pop Rocks, though.
They do taste very weird. But now I'm imagining like those little gummy candies with nerds all over them.
Yeah.
Someone could make a cricket encrusted with Pop Rocks.
Yeah. It's kind of what it's like.
I kind of want to try that now.
I did not know what I was signing.
$200 and we'll eat those.
Okay, Clever Claws, a problem has been caused for you. We did have a successful roll for following this, this map, and you're kind of going through the chasms, but you have come across a gap in the chasms, maybe one very similar to the one that the previous Shouty fell down and disappeared forever.
I jump it to impress my friends.
Well, first we've got to have Clever Claws. You say you jump it to impress your friends? You fail and die.
I was your only friend, so I get this.
So how is one of your traits? Let's see. Last time it was smart but not wise. Now you want to know everything.
I want to know
How is
everything.
that going to cause a problem with this big pit that you've just come across?
I think I want to study the geology of this pit
Okay.
a little bit too eagerly. So we are all going to descend into the pit for no good reason.
Okay, you're going to lead everyone and
That's
say,
right.
yeah, the map says we go down
That's
this
correct.
hole.
So I just flat out tell everyone that the map says we should go into this pit.
Okay, there we go. So you've gone a little off course, unfortunately. By the way, I was supposed to tell you this before, and it looks like it's still working just fine. But when you do donate, and it's a Venmo donation, when you have the little line that says what it's for, make sure that it's obvious it's for the RPG, because the same Venmo account is doing all of the charity donations at the con, and I was supposed to tell you to do this before, and I apologize, but it looks like it's working pretty well. So, you are down inside of a pit now. You can find very many interesting rocks. Also, there's a lot of water down here. The high storm has washed, it looks like a carriage, some kind of carriage or coach. There's some broken, shouty stuff down in there, a couple of horses.
Can that be where my shouty is waving from? Help me, help me.
Oh,
Help.
yeah. You find a shouty down at the bottom of the pit.
Oh my gosh, a full play set? A Shouty with the magic dream carriage? This is amazing. Now I just need a chol and I'll have the entire set.
That's true. It would be chols pulling it, not horses, huh? Yeah, so there's some chols down there.
This is
get
going to get so much money on eBay.
The full shouty carriage playset. I love it. What are you going to do down in this pit?
I am a danger magnet, and I feel like I put myself in this situation. So if you wouldn't mind, I think fate would reward me for such action.
I agree.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
pass this down.
I also am going to rely on my cleverness and a bit of luck that they hear me over the water, and I'm just going to be screaming help while just gesturing to water bad, water danger, help.
Okay.
I'm a human who really has faith in chasm fiends.
Okay, let's get a roll.
All right. 2.
A 2.
2. My favorite number.
That is enough. You guys have seen this shouty who is desperately calling for help, and I assume you bring him into your group to replace your pet that died.
Which one?
I think that was Fonda. I think
So many.
This is replacing the third shouty, the one that we both really liked. Yeah, they probably look the same.
The Shattered Plains actually has the
Can't tell the
population
difference
density of
between the shouties.
Manhattan.
Yeah,
they all look the same.
it's so hard. This is just the same shouty over and over, isn't it? They all look alike.
I need help. Please get me out.
Okay. Down at the bottom of this pit, Darren has done something. And so I think let's give you 2 options for what Darren does down in the pit. Number 1, Darren is, everyone really seemed to like Darren grabbing somebody. So Darren's going to grab somebody this time. Or Darren is going to fart in his sleep and turn this pit of water into a boiling cauldron like a jacuzzi.
Am I out by now? I just want to be clear. I'm out of that water.
They've picked you up by this point.
Okay, good.
So everyone cheer for Darren grab somebody. Not a single okay. And now everyone cheer for fart jacuzzi. There we go. When Brandon started this convention, he was really hoping that nobody would ever say the phrase, everybody cheer for a fart jacuzzi from the stage at his show. And that is the value that I bring to this company. So, yeah, it becomes a little dangerous down in there. The water's going everywhere. I'm going to pick Shredhead. Do you see any opportunity to do something awesome with this suddenly boisterous water?
Oh, yeah. Pool party. Pool party. I want to see if there's any other shouties nearby, and I want to throw them all in the pool, and we're just going to have a pool party.
I mean, that shows that he's often blind to feelings, right? Like
That's true.
shouting.
It
Yeah.
does. Here, let's pass that down.
Oh, thank you.
All right, why don't you make a roll, see if you can find any other shouties down here.
Other shouties, would that be a clever roll?
Sure.
Okay. And I don't care what they feel, so I'm gonna use one of these.
No matter how they're feeling, they're going to party.
Okay, so when I use this, that cancels out 3.
3.
Yes.
You have found some shouties
How many shouties?
that you think they might be asleep.
Okay.
They're just kind of there, laying there. They don't seem very excited, but I bet you could cheer them up by throwing them into the pool.
I bet. I'm gonna say, Howlerina, go long!
Catch! Do
I
catch
try-
them?
Let's see if you can catch.
All right. I was very quick, so I'm going to take a +2 to that.
Okay.
And I end up with the perfect 0. Catch!
Shouty, they are playing catch with dead humans. How do you feel about that?
This awakens something in me. I'm going to try and hide and be sneaky.
Okay.
I also am a very small person, which I feel like plays into that. So I really want this shouty to make it.
Okay,
I
you
believe
really
in
want this shouty to live.
I want him to live. Does a 2 live?
A 2 does live. You have managed to find a good hiding place where they cannot find you and throw you and play catch with you.
I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him.
You're not going to find him because the hiding place he found, suddenly the floor goes out from under him and he dies and he sinks down into the water and drowns.
Ah! Ah!
Toss a coin to your watchers.
Also, everybody celebrate by eating some creme.
I honestly might rather snorting it at this point.
Yeah.
That counts, right? That counts, right?
Right.
If you're being a wimp, yeah.
Oh.
No, too much.
Come on,
Halfway.
you can cheer louder than that. Ah!
Oh, my
Do
word.
it. Do it.
For charity.
How am I more repulsed by you eating them than I am by me eating them?
I can't hear you.
All right.
Oh,
So-
it's in my brain.
How much time do you want to spend exploring this pit? Or are you excited to get back to the treasure hunt?
8 seconds.
Do we still have any shout? No, we're done with shout. We have no shouties now.
It's time to find a new shouty. How do you find a new shouty?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You just grab him.
Just grab him.
You just
One of
grab
the
Will
ones that
Searching,
Shredhead found turns out to be alive.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, I thought they were all alive. I thought they were all living ones.
Was pretending to be dead.
And then he hit the chasm wall.
Hey, that one made noise when it hit the wall. It's still alive.
Okay.
Wait, this one's alive.
Okay, wait, what is going on with the shouty?
Yeah!
Friendship
Okay.
is magic.
So one of the shouties
All right.
down at the bottom of the pit
Is
turned out
alive.
to be alive
Perfect.
and just died.
I liked that one.
Yeah. I was going to have a conversation with that one.
Woo!
Oh, I almost hit you. I'm so sorry.
So it's time to go somewhere else and find a new shouty.
Yeah. Okay. So I decide that we're not having much luck with the shouties that we're finding down here. They seem kind of fragile. Mm-hmm. So I lead us out of the pit, following the treasure map, back onto
Okay.
the
Excellent.
hunt.
And this treasure map, now that you are following it, and you've already made the successful roll to do that, leads to the war camps. This is where the shouties live. This is where they come from. And which means that this has now become not just a treasure hunt, but an infiltration. Everyone's going to have to try as best they can to sneak into this shouty war camp. So can I get a sneak roll from everybody? A sneaky.
Dan, I've always wanted to ask you this question, but at this point, who am I? Am I in with them or am I over here?
Right
still?
now you are a shouty that one of them has grabbed. I think
Okay.
Darren has reached out and grabbed a shouty, and you are part of the group now.
Very loyal, very quick.
Yeah.
Dan, I want to add elegant dancer to my sneaking score because I'm going to be very carefully tiptoeing it
Okay.
because I have a 0 when it comes to sneaky. Ooh, that worked. I have got a 2.
You got a 2. That's good. You have sneaked. Did you succeed
I
at
got
being
a
sneaky?
1.
Do you want to use one of your fate points?
Yeah, I
Have
sure
a
do.
+2.
How are you going to use one of the traits, food or still a baby, to help you?
To be more sneaky.
Yeah.
Oh, well, babies are really good at crawling. And so I'm
Okay.
really down. I'm tinier and I'm down low. A massive creature, but very tiny for a massive creature.
Okay. Excellent. Still about house-sized, but like a little house, like a hut. A very sneaky hut. Excellent. Well done. Did you succeed at your sneaky roll?
I got a 4.
A 4. You were incredibly,
Incredibly
sneaky. Shredhead,
-1.
-1.
I'm not.
That
I want
counts.
everyone to see how awesome I am. Hey, humans!
I would watch
Still
this
not as loud
television
as the
show.
Pop Rocks.
What?
And what's going on over here?
I would like to make things harder for myself, if that's okay. I would like to infiltrate. Thank you. I would like to infiltrate and try and find a weapon.
Try to find a weapon.
Any unattended weapon. Dan, I need to stay alive.
Okay, let's see if you can find a good weapon.
I rolled, so a 3, that evens out, so I'm at a 5.
A 5. I'll absolutely give you a weapon. You can find a spear.
Is it kind of blue tinge to it, or?
No, it's not. It's kind of rusty and old. All right.
If someone hands you something right now, I swear to God.
So, everyone has successfully sneaked into this war camp except for Shredhead. We've got to figure out what to do. How do you guys want to hide Shredhead very quickly before all of the humans who are going to look at him go, oh, wait, that is a chasm fiend in the middle of our war camp?
I suggest disguising him.
Ooh, disguising him how?
Is there any sort of camouflage nearby?
Are there any bridges lined up outside the camps?
What if we stuck a bunch of shouties all over them and they just thought it was a massive shouties?
That could work.
That seems like a really good plan.
It seems like something a baby would come up with.
Yeah, I like that. Here, we'll give you still a baby plan. So we want to go with the baby's plan here?
Yes.
I'm already there.
We're already doing it.
I would like somebody to make a roll. I'm going to say maybe forceful is the way to go about this. Grabbing some shouties.
What about flashy?
Okay, do you want to do a flashy?
Oh, are we
Yeah.
doing a makeover right now?
All right. So that's a 3.
A 3. I'm going to need a little more than that. Can you use one of your fate points to boost this up?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to be the center of attention. I'm going to claim the baby's plan as my own and then start bossing the other chasm fiends around so we can get this done.
Okay, wonderful. So explain to me how you, in a flashy way, grabbed a bunch of shouties and covered Shredhead with them.
I think I sense a musical number coming on.
Yes.
Can't you just like picture it as, we form a line and, I'm singing the main part and we're tossing shouties down the line and stacking them on Clever Claws.
That's awesome. Now, do you know the Chasm Friends theme song?
I do not know the official lyrics to the Chasm Friends theme song, but I could probably off the cuff some stuff.
So in our creative development department, we've got an employee named Priscilla who sings a Chasm Friends. She wrote all the lyrics to the tune of the Gummy Bears song. Do you guys remember that? Chasm Friends, da, da, da. And I don't know the lyrics to it either, but I was hoping that you did. If you can come up with, I'll give you a minute to come up with a good Chasm Friends song.
All right, cool. Center of attention. Everyone look at me. It'll give me powers.
Well, we'll do something else while you're
Okay,
thinking.
nobody look at me.
Okay, so Shredhead is covered here with shouties. Very good.
Right.
Love that. We're just handing them over.
You say when.
Let's not, I don't want to burn too many of the shouties.
Oh, I think we're okay.
We still have like 2
I don't know
hours
if
left.
we are.
I went to the copy store and I'm like, give me 100 copies of this. And the guy's like, what is this? Is this a game or something? And I said, it's kind of a game, but it's mostly a prank I'm pulling on a friend of mine. And then he gave me the 100 copies and I thought, that is not nearly enough. And I almost paid like an extra $30 to just make it the biggest stack that I could. But I figured 100 was enough. So, we have pen and paper. Awesome. Here, I will give you a fate point for going and getting the pen and paper. All right, Shredhead, you are covered with shouties. You have managed to avoid detection.
Yes.
Everybody looked over and just thought, oh, there's just a bunch of like bridge crew. They're not,
Yeah.
nobody cares.
Well, like some of them are still screaming in pieces, and I'm blind to their feelings. Can I get a coin for that?
Yes, you can.
Also, I think that makes a lovely melody for the song we're about to hear.
So is the shouty that we've picked up like some kind of sociopath that is helping?
I'm luring people in.
No, he's this one. He's this one. This one I didn't rip up. He is like currently impaled.
Just sort of stuck.
Okay.
Can I ride on the back with the spear?
Yeah, should we do a fashion show right now and walk that catwalk, the two of us?
Do you want me to jump
Should
on
we do that? Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna roll for it.
Roll flashy.
I'm gonna roll terribly for it.
Hey, we have a catwalk.
Yeah, we've got this catwalk. We've got this
Need
catwalk.
some catwalk music, though.
Oh, one more thing to make my
I'm
transformation
too
complete.
sexy for my shouties.
I'll let you do the honors since you're decorating me.
Okay.
Part of every girl's transformation is you got to take the glasses off and see they were beautiful all along. All right, let's do this.
Do you want me up there?
Yeah, let's do this. And snap.
Very
Bend
good.
And snap.
Man, I didn't think we were going to top fart jacuzzi, and yet here we are.
He knew right where to find the weapon. I mean, he didn't even look for it.
That mic pack went places, my friend.
Oh. All right, where are those glasses? I can't see without my glasses.
All right. Everybody have a spoonful of delicious creme while we plan the next stage of our treasure hunt.
Trying to burn off some of those creme calories.
Dan, it's at this point I remember the title of the books you've written.
It's like we're sitting around a campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we just get feedback from the... Wow. And you guys were so excited to show up here today and be like, I'm going to watch this exciting thing. And instead it's just listening in silence to 6 people have Pop Rocks in their mouths.
Pop rock ASMR.
I hope some of you are-
Losing audience members, hemorrhaging them at a constant rate.
Either that or we're going to be like the greatest
maybe if I
ASMR
sing-
video.
That'll bring him back.
Yeah, hey Dan, maybe if I sang a stanza of a song, it would bring them back.
Awesome. Do you have a song to sing for us?
I have about this much of a song.
Is that enough? Do you need more?
I think so.
Okay.
All right, ready? Okay.
Here's
all
the
right.
Chasm Friends theme song.
Yeah, give me a beat, louder. Okay, here we go. All through the chasms, she's shouties, we grab 'em together as friends. Hear our song fill the air. Chasm friends, roll with us, adventure never ends. Nothing like what Brandon once intends. We are the Chasm Friends.
Yeah! That's how it's done.
Well done. Here, I'm going to give you a fate point for that.
Oh.
I will.
I should get 2, I heard.
2?
One for writing it and one for performing it.
Oh.
Okay.
That's 2
done.
different guilds.
Dan, I also make the case that I deserve 2 for being small and riding on him and a danger magnet.
Here.
1. I'll take 1. That's fair. Thank you.
I'm going to take his fate point because I don't care how he feels.
He should get another coin for that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
By
Pass
the-
that down to Dax for being blind to your feelings. Okay. You have infiltrated the war camp. There's 4 of you who are being very sneaky. 5 of you, technically, because Darren is there. And then there's one of you who is just covered with a screaming mass of shouties. But you're all like the poor slaves, and so everyone else is ignoring you.
Ooh, I want to find a rich one.
A rich one.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a rich one.
A
on
rich
you.
one.
This one right here. That's
This one's the rich one.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
He's the whiniest.
We only grab
Let's take
light
another look at
eyes.
the treasure map. Who's got the treasure map? Do you still have
I
the
still
treasure
have the
map?
treasure map. Yeah. I
Okay.
put it in my claws.
Why don't you roll now that you've arrived here and see if you can tell where it leads you next?
All right. Ooh, this is definitely time to be smart. though.
Okay,
Yes.
time to be smart.
Yeah.
So we're invoking a gem heart power.
We are.
And so what's our total?
So that brings us up to 5.
5.
Wow.
Very nice. You can see that this building that you noticed earlier that's kind of drawn onto the treasure map, you recognize it. Thank you very much. Before I tell you any more about that building, everybody eat some creme. We made a joke about you guys just listening to pop rock noises, and then someone's like, yeah, you know, I love listening to pop rock noises.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
When do we get another cricket to cleanse the...
As soon as the milestone goes off.
Oh,
Well,
If anyone comes to my meet and greet later and I seem a little out of it, I'm sorry.
Oh, that one kind of burns. My tongue feels real bad right now.
it does shred a bit.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pop Rocks ASMR.
even this water tastes terrible now. I'm wondering if it would have been kinder to just put one flavor of Pop Rocks per bowl instead of this unholy amalgam of 8 different Pop Rock flavors per
Yeah.
bowl.
I would have said
Which
so.
squire would be responsible for sorting these pop rocks by color?
Let's get a volunteer up here to sort through the Pop Rocks, reallocate them. I'm kidding, don't do that.
What?
Okay.
What are the flavors? I can't even tell.
Red,
they're sugar
yellow,
flavored.
and
Sugar
pink and
flavored.
green.
Okay, Darren, it's time for Darren to do something. So while Clever Claus is looking at this, I have Pop Rocks on my arm somehow. While Clever Claus is looking at the treasure map, Darren is going to A, grab another shouty, one who is not Daniel,
Thank God.
or Darren is going to snore loudly enough to attract attention. Okay, so let's get applause for those. Thank you very much. We've added a captain and 2 captains to the army. I'm dreading this. Is this more creme? No, it's okay. So, everyone cheer for Darren grabs another official-looking shouty.
Eat the rich. No.
4 people are very excited about that one. Now, everybody cheer for Darren snores loudly enough to attract attention. All right. You have successfully hidden. Clever Claus thinks she's identified which building you're supposed to go to, but suddenly there's a very loud snore. I'm going to guess that Dax can do a really loud snore on command.
Hey, sleep apnea is a real thing.
That was the juiciest snore. Wow. Thank you very much. So, attention has been attracted to you. There's a group of soldiers going by, a group of, no, let's say not soldiers. We're going to say that they're merchants, like a merchant caravan is just coming into town. Ooh. And they have heard this loud cacophony noise that is Darren snoring, and they are coming to investigate and see what it is. What are you going to do about it?
Add them to add them to
Add
shred.
them to the pile of shredhead shouties? Okay. How are you going to do that?
With my claws. No, I'm gonna be quick. They're gonna come upon us, and I'm gonna be just grab them with my 2 main claws, and maybe even put a couple little legs in there to spear a few of them, so I can just use like 5 appendages at once to just stack shouties onto Dax.
Okay. Which attribute do you want to do for this?
I'm
You
gonna
wanna
be
do
quick.
Quick? I was going to suggest
Yeah.
quick.
1.
You got a 1. Do you have any plot points you can spend, or are you out?
I might have a couple. Do you know what Elegant Dancer is I'm gonna put Elegant Dancer on for this because it's very graceful as I
Okay.
move that over.
You're very gracefully
Yeah.
sorting shouties on.
2. Can I do elegant dancer twice, or do I have to do one or the
You
other?
could absolutely do it twice if you wanted to.
Great. Then I'm gonna elegant dancer twice.
Okay, that gets us up to a 5.
Oh
Right.
wait, is it 2 for?
It's 2 per.
Oh, then yeah. Let's do it
Okay.
for 5.
You have very quickly added all of these merchants to.
At what point does it
That's
count
great.
as
I thought it
flesh
was just
armor?
1 point each.
At
I
what
think
point?
it's-
What?
Is he technically wearing flesh armor?
I
at
think
this
he is
point,
wearing
he is
ablative
wearing-
flesh armor at this point.
Yeah.
Good.
I want to have more people on me than the army. That's the goal.
Then we get an intimidation bonus.
yes.
Okay. In your zeal, you have accidentally grabbed our shouty and ripped him in pieces.
one with the
and put him
spear?
onto you.
No.
The one with the spear. But the spear made it really handy because he could stick onto you really easily.
You'll always be remembered, Daniel, with the
Stab yourself
spear.
with a spear to put me on?
Yeah.
Okay, it is time for Darren to do another thing. We've avoided the trouble that Darren caused before, but Darren is going to cause some more trouble now. And I can't think of anything off the top of my... I have a whole notebook with like a whole bunch of things for Darren to do, and I forgot to bring it. I remembered everything. I got the crickets. I forgot to bring the "this is what Darren can do" notes that I made for myself.
Does Darren have a timeshare to tell us about?
Asleep? Darren starts talking in his sleep. That's a good one. So let's say Darren can start talking in his sleep, or Darren rolls over and crushes a building. Let's get cheering for those. So cheer if you want Darren to start talking in his sleep. Now, or cheer if you want Darren to roll over and crush a building. Okay. Second one always seems to be the more popular. Darren rolls over and he crushes a building. Thankfully, it is not the building that you're looking at on the map, but it was a building. What's a good building for him? He rolled over and he crushed an outhouse. And Darren smells horrible now. It's hard to imagine a chasm fiend smelling more horrible than they do down in the chasm, surrounded by detritus and horrible things. But this one now does. You, at least, you all think that he smells awful. And it's gonna make it harder to hide in the future. But for now, you're still doing okay. So back to Clever Claws. You looking at this treasure map, I told you before that there was that building drawn on it. You think you recognize that building now. And it looks like it might be a large stone building that you think, you're not sure what it is. Shouty, you absolutely know what it is. By the way, who is our new Shouty, and how did you join the party?
Our new Shouty, apparently at number 12, he had a hazing ritual go wrong.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to think he was attached to a fence post and it got destroyed in the roll, and now, they set him free.
Okay. And what made you decide to throw your lot in with these chasm friends?
What has humanity ever done for me?
Well, that's true. You hazed horribly. You can tell that the building that Clever Claws is looking at on this map is the palace. It is the place where the king is staying.
Okay.
But the rest of them don't know that. They just think it is the important building that has the treasure in it.
I am going to try and instill a, how am I going to phrase this so it makes sense? I am going to try and explain to my new chasm friends that there is an opportunity to prevent this plague, this hive of shouties that has been just terrorizing their landscape from ever returning again. And the way to do that is to take out their king or queen, And I think they understand a hive mentality, I would assume. So I'm going to try and communicate that to the best of my ability.
Okay. Can you do that for us? Stand up and communicate all of that through signs and charades.
Sure. In your version of Roshar, does Rosetta Stone exist?
I'm sure that there is a Rosetta Stone somewhere, but it probably doesn't have Chasm Friend on it.
Okay. It's worth a try.
Yeah,
how well I
act
acted
it
out?
for
Okay.
us.
I'm sensing another musical number coming on. I would watch this TV show. Yeah.
this. Boom. There. You smash.
You know, I feel like
You
he's
got
trying
it.
to tell us
Okay.
something, but he like needs more arms. I can't understand him
Or
with only
maybe
2
he
arms.
told it to us in the form of song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Sing.
sounds like they. Yeah, it sounds like they want you to sing.
Somewhere over the shard plains, so much to add. Somewhere inside the building, so much to smash.
I'm moved.
Yeah,
I'm moved
very
by the music.
So I think I got that.
You think you got that?
I think I got it. I think you know, I'm looking at the map, like singing and pantomiming. So I think I'm gonna try to roll to understand what
Make
the
sure that you
shouty-
fully understand.
Yeah, that I
Very
understand
good. Very
what the
good.
shouty is saying. So this is definitely a time to be smart, I would say.
Time to be
Like the
smart
gem
for
heart.
sure. Your gem heart is glowing.
Okay. All right. Okay. That is a 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
Wow, you think that you might actually speak shouty now.
I think so. I think I've unlocked
Yeah. At
some
least
sort of
when a shouty
translated-
is singing,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can understand
when
what
I
they're
hear the
saying.
musical cadence of the shouty, I feel like a bond with the shouties.
With the shouties.
Yeah.
Okay, very quickly, you keep making Darren do stuff. There's 2 more Darrens that have come in. Oh man, I'm out of ideas. What are some ideas that Darren can do?
Another musical number.
Another
I think-
Darren's gonna start singing?
No,
In his
I
sleep.
think
We go
the
into a dream
Darrens
sequence.
together.
Ooh, a dream
Yes, I do.
sequence?
You were like, we're gonna have one character who's always asleep. And one of the major plot twists throughout the whole thing is that he does something.
I know.
I don't know why there's a problem coming up with something
What?
here,
Why-
Dan.
yeah.
It just seems like it's storytelling gold.
It seems as if I should know exactly what the sleeping character is doing all the time.
All the time.
Other than sleeping. I do like the dream sequence idea. What is Darren doing? I can't just ask the audience. Somebody shout out. What is Darren dreaming about? He's dreaming of a musical number. He's dreaming of flying.
I like that. Flying.
He's dreaming he's a famous author. So it's a nightmare.
Yeah, that is. You mean a delusion or hallucination?
It's a delusion and he's poor.
Dan, he could be dreaming about
Okay,
eating.
everybody eat some creme while I think of what to do here.
It's like angry fruity pebbles.
My spoon is getting crusted over.
You know when the spoon is like coated and
Ah,
Actually, the taste of shouty makes the taste of the Pop Rocks go away. I started it as a bit, but I'm not even kidding right now.
I might resort to that.
No, you're right. Yeah. Here, baby, you can finish off what he started. Baby, food.
I'm gonna put that right.
Chew it. Trust
Food.
me. It helps.
Oh, hey,
It helps.
coin for the baby eating food. Oh, thank you.
okay. So we're going to do this. Darren
Doesn't listen to me.
is dreaming that he's running. And you've seen a dog do this where their legs starts going. Darren's legs are going now, and he is shaken all of the shouties off of Shredhead.
No, we worked so hard on that.
One of his many, many legs has killed our new shouty, unfortunately.
Oh, another talent taken too young.
Anyone else want to eat a shouty?
Here, wait, I've got a spare shouty.
Shout out, Shouty.
You want another shouty?
You're not swallowing, are you?
No, of course not.
But all of Darren has shaken all the shouties off of you.
No.
You gotta twist and shout. Twist and shout.
So you need to come up with another plan to hide Shredhead.
Bury him.
Bury him.
Yeah.
Do I have a shovel?
Where did our new shouty come from?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Shovel caravan.
A shovel-bearing shouty. You guys want to try to bury Shredhead?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds
Okay.
like a new adventure. That's my thing.
That's your
Time for
thing?
adventure.
Is it time for an adventure?
Yeah.
I mean, does being buried sound like an adventure? Is that
Yeah,
something
it
you want
does.
to do?
So much adrenaline.
The adrenaline rush of sitting in one place.
While the
while
life is
being-
slowly squeezed from you. Yeah.
We're learning a lot about you today.
Okay. Well, you guys want to try to bury Shredhead?
It's going to be a
Yeah.
little bit hard for us to move with
Yeah,
Shredhead.
that makes him a little
Buried.
immobile, I think.
-1.
You rolled a -1. Well, that solves our problem. You failed to bury Shredhead.
I take up that shouty that tried and then I just throw him.
I want to eat another cricket so bad right now.
Try the paper. Eat a Shouty.
Is it good?
Everybody's doing it.
Pass me some shouty. Does it help?
It does actually, yeah.
Ow! All right, why the hell not?
Man,
What have you started?
It
They are
actually-
not kidding. It does help.
It kind of helps.
Why would I
like,
lie about this?
Sugar scum off your teeth.
Yeah, it does.
Like chewing cud.
it's so sad to see the depths
kinda
that
pulpy, though.
humans must sink to in times of great stress and trial, like eating pop rocks. Things we'll resort to. At least we're not eating each other, right?
I want to make it clear. I got crap for cannibalism at the start, but
But I
look what's
can't
become
actually
of us.
force it down.
Yeah.
We're not eating other chasm fiends. We have standards.
I'm embarrassed by how well that works.
Okay, so I come up with an idea. I'm like, let's not try to disguise Shredhead. Let's just put like lights and music and streamers on Shredhead and make him seem like a traveling carnival cart.
Hey, wasn't there a merchant's caravan that we raided of at Shouty's? I'm sure
Yeah.
they've got arts and craft supplies in there.
And I think that Hallerina gets on board with this.
Okay. You like this idea? So make him look more like a parade float, like
Like a parade
fake,
float.
a fake chasm fiend.
Right.
Okay. You down for this?
Oh, I'm so down.
All right. I would like a flashy roll, I think.
Right. You know, like the famous Alethi parades that happen constantly in the books.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 1.
You got a 1. Do you have any plot
I
points you
do.
want to spend?
I'm going to go for center of attention and put me up to a 3.
I'll
gonna
give it
do
to
center-
you with a
Okay,
3.
good. Okay,
Oh,
good.
but
Yeah.
I'm the center of attention. I'm the float.
And I think that was very smart but not wise of me.
Yeah,
I
that was a
agree.
great
Here you go.
idea. I'm center of attention because I'm once again stealing someone else's idea and like being the lead on the group project about it.
Very good. Okay, so now we have 4 chasm friends and 4 sneaking through. We have 1 huge one. Oh my word.
Like I don't know. who
Are
this
you
is.
here to sing the song for us?
Okay, she has the real words.
She has the real word. This is Priscilla who wrote the Chasm Friends theme song.
So I have completely lost my voice at the World Hopper Ball.
Here, speak directly into Megan's face.
When we hit $5,000, I will sing the Chasm Friends theme song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we get to 5,000, next milestone that hits, we will get the Chasm Friends theme song for real, and we are very excited. Okay. What were we doing?
May I introduce my new shouty?
We were making a parade float.
Yeah, we were making a parade float. So we have 4 chasm friends that are still very sneakily sneaking through the war camp. We have 1 chasm friend that is adorned with banners and, I don't know, rugs,
Fabrics, silks.
all kinds of things, fireworks. And then we have a shouty, new shouty who's joined us, right? Because the last one died.
My name is Jeribald the Sotman, and I ran away from the army. I am now fascinated by seeing these chasm fiends that are communicating in a way that has never been seen before. And so I'm writing it down. Well, internally, I'm hearing music that sounds along the lines of copyright free. And it's great.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. You have joined this group. You are now following us around. And it is time, I assume, to head to that palace,
It is.
right? We're going to go see if we can find the treasure in the big palace. There is a wall around it. How do you want to try to get past that wall? There's a gate that you could try to go through. You could try to climb over it.
I could eat it.
Yeah, how tall is the
You're
wall?
going to eat it? I love that idea.
I haven't eaten for a while.
Yeah.
That's true.
Time to eat.
Here, I'll give you one of these because it is time to eat. So if it's time to eat, you get to use that gem heart power. Why don't you roll, what do you think? Forceful?
Forceful.
To eat a wall?
Yes. So,
Sorry.
help me.
Those cancel each other out.
Yeah.
You have a 3. You're at a 1 right now. but
Yeah.
You're doing food, so
Yes.
you could add a coin.
Yes.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
5. Excellent. You have eaten a hole through the wall around the palace.
Yes.
Very good. Now, while you have done that, you have successfully eaten the hole, but that is a noisy and destructive process.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to ask somebody else to find a way to cover that up or hide it or in some way.
Maybe with a musical
Yeah, yeah.
number?
So with the music from Shredhead's
number
parade
coming
float,
on.
we're going to cover the noise of the baby eating the wall.
That's a big the distraction that
Yes,
you're going to
big
make.
distraction.
All right, Shredhead, can you? Ooh, we've got another shard bearer in the army. Ooh. Shredhead, can you make a flashy roll for us?
Oh man, everyone's looking at me. Okay. All right, Clever Claus, this was your plan? Flashy roll. Am I feeling a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of stage fright? Maybe my adrenaline is pumping as
I think so.
All right, I'm gonna use Adrenaline Junkie. And that is a 3.
A 3. I think that's a very good distraction. Everyone is paying attention to the big, incredibly realistic Chasm Fiend parade float that is going by the front of the castle. And nobody
I
notices
taught you.
the other Chasm Fiend who just chewed a hole through the wall.
It's
Spirit
performance.
Claus, Spirit
Really
Claus,
interesting
Spirit
performance art.
Claus.
Very good. So you are able to get through the wall and into the grounds of the palace. Now in here it is going to be much harder to stay hidden. So I'm going to actually ask for another sneaky roll from everybody. And you can add whatever bonuses you feel like you need to add to this to make it. But everyone's got to get a 2 or better.
What about a perfect 0?
You can turn a perfect 0 into a 2 if you pay something, if you pay a fate point.
All right, but being the center of attention and being sneaky don't often coincide with each other.
That's true. You want to be the center of attention, there is a thing you can't reach. There you go. All right, Burp Slurper, what did you roll on your new sneaky roll?
I had to add 1 because I'm still a baby, so the sneaky powers, baby powers.
Very good. So you've succeeded.
Yes.
And over here?
-1.
-1. So everyone is seeing you as well. And how's your sneaky roll?
I did 4, but as I said before, I like to make things harder on myself. May I use the distraction to try and pickpocket a small knife or anything?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everyone is staring at, again, a shockingly realistic Chasm Fiend float.
So I'm going to add as well. So I have at 4, I want to make it 6.
You get a 6?
Yes.
Very good. You are able to pickpocket a large sack of spheres, but also a dagger.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
you have both. And we're running around. Oh, you got to throw the coin that you spent. Shredhead, did you succeed at this new sneaky roll?
No, I got a 0.
A 0.
0.
But he's the parade float, so
You're the parade float, so that makes sense.
Spirit claw, spirit claw, spirit claw.
Okay, so everyone was distracted by you initially, but now there are 3 visible chasm fiends, Clever Claws and Shredhead and Howlerina, all inside of the palace grounds, and everyone is staring at you. How about new Shouty?
Be kind.
Can you maybe try to convince the rest of the Shouties that these are also parade floats that aren't fully decorated yet?
Hello, my name is Jeribald the Inventor, actually, and I have made these incredibly realistic mechanical shouties, or I'm sorry, chasm fiends, that you wind them and then they move in these pre-planned patterns, and I'm here to show.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt you mid-explanation because you just died.
Someone shot him.
How did you die?
He just stepped on me.
So realistic!
And then another Shouty, who was very inspired and knew where this was going, steps up and goes, "We need to show the king and queen these incredible inventions."
Okay, why don't you make a roll to see if you can convince them to bring out Elokar himself to take a look at these things.
Now, I do want to say, I am stepping into danger doing this, and I am a danger magnet.
Very good point.
Thank you. God. This is clever, correct?
If that's what you want to do, if you are trying to do this cleverly.
I'm going to say I'm relying on luck. And I have a, let's see if we're adding that. I have a 3.
A 3?
Yes.
You have not convinced them to bring the king himself out to look at this. But you have convinced them to bring the king's, is it the, Dalinar's gonna come look at this.
Oh, yeah. That's not better.
Because they're like, we don't want to risk the king, but there's a strong possibility that this, you know, respected general and military man can survey it first to see if it's safe for the king to look at.
Do we know of Dalinar, the famed chasm friend slayer? Have we heard of him before?
Why don't you make a clever roll and see?
Oh, okay.
I feel like I would. Can I make a
1?
I mean,
a 1? You don't know, but Clever Claws.
I think Clever Claws
great.
will have been really interested in the Shouties.
Okay.
And might know. That would be a 3.
A 3?
Yes.
I will say yes.
Okay.
You have heard of Dalinar, slayer of chasm friends. And you know who this is.
Right. So I tell all of my other chasm friends that they're bringing out the chasm friend slayer.
Okay.
I don't understand. I'm just happy to be
An
here.
incredibly rare and valuable Shouty we could add
Yes.
to our collection.
Yes.
Super limited edition. I hope he comes out in his armor. That'll make the price go way up.
Sounds like a
He does not come out with his armor, unfortunately. He's not a fully accessorized limited edition Dalinar.
That's okay. Maybe I can scrounge up the set later.
Be a bootleg version.
But I think it would be amazing if we could like get a hold of this really rare Shouty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Collect them all.
That makes sense. Yes.
What year? Is this Blackthorn or Dalinar?
This is Dalinar. This is like first book era Dalinar.
Yeah, at what points now are the timelines converging? If we kill Dalinar, are we going to ruin the books?
So what is your plan to get a hold of this rare Shouty? How are you going to do this? Maybe that's the treasure that this was leading you to.
Maybe. We don't know.
I think I sense another musical number coming on. I wanna do a dance. I wanna be an elegant dancer, and I want to, like I learned from one of our previous shouties, you can communicate through interpretive dance, and I want to try to convince Dalinar he should join us and be our new shouty.
We have a really good track record with shouties, so.
Yeah. We'd be really careful with this one, though. We'd like walk him and feed him, and we'd be so responsible if we could keep Dalinar as our shouty.
As your current and new shouty, how dare you?
Yeah, but don't you want to play Dalinar?
In a minute.
Okay.
Can you stand up and show us some charades of how you are convincing the humans?
I don't have enough legs for this. All right.
It won't be a biologically accurate.
Okay. You guys are gonna have to imagine.
You've lost yours.
Oh, my mic pack's in the chair. Okay.
You've got
It's really
this.
nerve-wracking.
Wait.
I think that was pretty good, actually.
I think she nailed it. I think
Yeah,
she nailed
I
that.
think you nailed that, and we'll give you the point for center of attention. And the audio guy is so sick of our shenanigans.
Curly hair does not help.
Yes, so I think that was really, really well done. And I'm going to say that Dalinar maybe is not convinced that he needs to join you and become your pet, but he definitely wants to follow you around, and he is fascinated by this. He wants to see what you're doing and what's going on. Still not 100% convinced that you are anything other than incredibly realistic models or puppets.
Does he see that we have a map?
Did he see me do the splits?
He did see the splits. That's what sold him. He was like, this is just some kind of carnival trick, and then he was like, oh wait, splits? Okay, these are people that I need to follow.
Question about Dalinar. How tight is his butt?
It's impressive. You can tell this is someone who does a lot of exercise.
Food!
Food?
What? How did you make those connections?
I'm very lost.
It's cake and the baby needs food.
Oh my gosh.
Don't eat this shouty. We want
What
to keep this
on
one.
earth?
It's a collector's item.
It's cake.
I feel like I need to ask you to give back a fate point for that one.
I could go for some hot.
You're right. I was too in tune with the baby's feelings. My bad.
That one has been lost forever.
That's lost.
You asked if he saw the map.
map,
Or do you
yeah.
want to show him the map?
No, I don't think we want him to see the map.
Okay.
Yeah, because maybe he is the treasure.
Can you roll to hide the map
All right.
from him?
I think this is sneaky roll.
I think this is a sneaky roll indeed.
I think this is rolled if you have pockets.
That's a 4.
A 4. You have successfully kept this map hidden from him. He is not seeing it. Daniel, what did you say?
I thought it was a roll to see if you have pockets.
Oh, do you have pockets? I assume not.
I think I have probably like an armpit.
An armpit, yeah.
Something that I kind of
Fold
hide.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
armor.
fold it
There you
into
go.
some
You've hidden it in
kinda
there
plating
and kept it hidden
armor.
from him. Do you want to lead Dalinar somewhere, or do you want to stay here in the palace and look for treasure? What's coming next?
I mean, maybe the real treasure is the Dalinar we met along the way.
Is it? When I study the map, is there any clue about what the treasure is?
Let's
Or is
get
it just
another roll.
Okay.
I mean, I can communicate with Dalinar. I feel like I should talk to him and try to explain what's going on.
You wanna talk to Dalinar?
I think I have a little bit of an advantage in communication here.
Okay.
All right. So, dude, there's great inventions, not mine. They killed their inventor, but I got this. They need to see King For Riz.
Why don't you make a roll to see if that is persuasive enough?
No. If I add this, it's a -1.
If you add that, then you'll just get a what?
A -1.
A -1. No, yeah. Dalinar is not convinced that he needs to bring the king out.
Is
Daniel,
this, is
do
this
the
one
splits.
thrown in jail?
I think yes. I think that Shouty has gone to jail, and it's
But
time
at
for a new
least he's
Shouty.
alive. I mean, he's alive.
One made it alive.
In the meantime, though, I've rolled to try and determine what the treasure is from the map.
Okay.
And since that was a time to be smart, I ended up with a 4.
A 4. Very good. Okay. What you have realized once you got into this palace is that you have seen the most beautiful, delicious-looking thing you've ever seen before.
Dalinar's butt.
It is a glorious horse, a Rashadium horse.
Time to eat.
Food!
Food.
You want to eat this horse?
I want to eat that horse.
Okay. I won't even make you roll for it. You can just straight up eat that horse if you want. Does anyone else want to stop Burp Slurper from eating the horse, or are we cool with this?
Who am I now? Am I Dalinar? Am I just some
Do
guy?
you want to be Dalinar this time?
I don't want that responsibility.
Okay.
That's a lot of responsibility.
You are somebody else then.
I'm Dalinar's good buddy Dave, who takes a big shine
You're
to these cats.
Davinar.
Sorry?
You're Davinar.
Davinar. Perfect.
Davinar.
And I love these chasm fiends. I think they're adorable, and I'm with them till the end. I've decided.
With them to the end.
I'm
Which could
waiting for someone
be
to hand
at
me
any
a piece of
moment.
Could be
paper.
soon.
Okay, well, you've eaten this horse.
Yum.
It was delicious.
Delicious.
It was fantastic. I'm going to give you one of these.
Because that's what I do.
Oh, no.
And do you want to share with everybody?
Not really.
Just going to eat the whole thing yourself?
I mean, it's only one horse.
Okay, Dalinar is very clearly not pleased
Uh-oh.
that you have eaten this horse.
Oh, sorry, guys.
I don't
And-
care how he feels.
As Davinar, I let him know, man, there's going to be more horses.
Can
When
you
are
pass
when's
this
there
down?
going to be more sentient chasm fiends? Is that convincing at all?
Say again.
I tell him there's going to be more horses. There'll never be more sentient chasm fiends. It's going to be okay. We'll get you a new horse.
Okay, try to convince him, but it's going to be hard because this was his horse.
So this was Gallant. Gallant's canonically eaten and dead at this point.
I'm going to say that I'm really luck.
Sorry.
Am I relying on luck at all in any way, shape, or form?
I can't understand you very well
sorry.
because of the echo.
Am I relying on luck in any way, shape, or form? Maybe the luck at Dalinar's in a good, forgiving mood?
You can use
Good.
your luck here.
Then I get a 3.
A 3. No, Dalinar is not excited about this. He is very upset that you've eaten his horse.
Ooh. Maybe I
And in
shouldn't have
fact,
eaten that
he shouts, as shouties tend to do. And now it is time, apparently, to play the stick game. The stick game is what chasm friends call it when the shouties pull out their swords and their spears and their sticks and try to poke each other with them. And it looks like this is happening now. He's got a very impressive stick that he has just summoned into his hand. And there's various other soldiers. And we have right now, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 soldiers, 4 captains, and 3 shard bearers who are all going to attempt to stop you from getting away. They've decided that with the eating of this horse, this is now a dangerous invasion. You are not models, but you are real, actual chasm fiends. And it's time to play the stick game.
Guys, I'm sorry I wasn't more convincing about the horse.
Would it help if I regurgitated the horse back out?
Might. I think you want to try?
Sure.
Try.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You regurgitate to give the horse back to
Yeah.
them.
My bad. Here you go.
It doesn't seem to have assuaged them
Oh,
in any way.
shouties are so picky.
Eat
They
it again.
are.
They're not going to appreciate
Okay,
it.
I'm just gonna eat
that.
You're just going to eat it back
Eat
up
it
again.
back.
Yeah.
That's a baby thing. That's a baby.
That's a baby
thing.
move.
That's,
Eating their own
there you
cube.
go.
Yes,
There you go.
definitely.
May I ask 2 questions?
Yes, you may ask a question.
Is there any familial resemblance to Dalinar, any of those shard bearers?
can't
One of
tell,
those
their
shard
butts are
bearers
covered
is
up.
presumably Dalinar.
Is there familiar resemblance in the other ones?
Oh, yes.
Fair enough.
Yes, there is.
And may I give the dramatic betrayal speech of Davinar?
Yes.
I've seen how you failed your children, how you failed your wife.
Oh.
I've seen who you really are, and I've seen how much humanity just echoes what you are. And for that reason, I think getting that horse was pretty okay. So I'm going to be on their side now.
And Dalinar goes, my wife? Who are you talking about?
I wish that this said kill the shouty. It doesn't. Excuse me.
Thank you.
That was a good speech, Daniel.
Thank you.
Losing my voice.
That's 2 dragon steals in a row that I've brought up the fact that Dalinar's a horrible father.
Yeah, that speech has only enraged him further. But someone has caused a problem for Howlerina. Right in the middle of this, when they all get their sticks out, ready to play the stick game,
Okay.
what happens with Howlerina? That which of your traits becomes a problem all of a sudden?
So I think center of attention is a real problem here because they're going to go after the person they're all focused on. So I think I'm going to be the primary target of their initial attack.
Okay.
Even though the baby ate the horse, I didn't do anything.
This is just one more in a string of Howlerina claiming credit for everyone else. You're like, see how she ate the horse? That was my idea.
My idea. So yeah, I'm the center of attention for the initial attack. It's, it's hard being so talented and so beautiful and just...
Okay. One of these soldiers tries to attack you, and I'm going to ask how you defend yourself. Do you attack back? Do you try to do... What do you try to do?
So I'm going to attack back, but I'm going to do it with a dance move.
Okay.
Some sort of like ronde-jean that does like a roundhouse kick. And I think that's pretty flashy, so I'm going to take a +3 to my attack.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that's a 3.
A 3! Very good. You have successfully defeated one of the soldiers. Good
Woo-hoo,
job.
get off the board.
You want to go take him?
Yes. Can I eat it?
May I also point out I mouthed off to Dalinar, which makes me a danger magnet.
Well, the thing about Davinar is that he's dead now. Somebody out there in our audience did not enjoy your speech, thought it was a little harsh, and Davinar has faced the music.
I still did do it, though.
You still what?
I still did do it, though, which is like...
No, that's true.
So, coin?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes!
Okay. The shouties just kind of charge forward then. One of them is going to attack Shredhead. What do you do?
I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay.
Really fast. I'm going to be quick about it, too.
All right, roll quick.
Okay. I got a 4.
A 4?
Yes.
You have defended yourself from a shouty.
I just punched him in the face.
You want to go take a soldier? Burp Slurper, you're the one that ate the horse twice.
Right. Well, by now I've digested it, so I'm very forcefully going to poop it back out in their faces.
Okay. There we go, which can totally happen.
Oh, dear. So that would be a 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
That, unfortunately, is not going to save you from damage. Do you want to
Yes.
you spend a fate point?
I sure do because
Listen, she's still a baby.
I'm still a
You're
baby.
a baby.
I don't know if I mentioned that I'm still a baby.
Yes, that works.
How many of
Okay.
these babies are going to need it to defend the baby?
Just one
Just
is
one,
enough.
okay.
There you go. Good job. You want to go and claim
that's where you
a
make
soldier?
the noise of what I've just done?
What's noise?
Since you're our sound effects person, will you make the noise of me removing my diaper and expelling the
Being a
digested
baby.
horse over them.
This is too close to home. I have 3 kids. All right, let's do this.
I liked that, yes.
Very nice.
Thank you.
You for that. And you can go claim a soldier. Clever Claws, you're being attacked as well. How do you want to defend yourself?
I really need to go to the bathroom because I just drank an entire bottle of water in an attempt to wash down these pop rocks. I think I'm going to sneakily grab a soldier and just kind of drag him away from his comrades.
So that would be a forceful roll?
Right.
All right. Let's do it.
Ooh, okay. That's a -1. Does that count as
A -1.
-1?
If you spend 2 of them, that'll get you up to a 3, which will be enough.
Yep. I think that was smart but not wise.
I agree. Here you go.
Yep. I'm gonna.
Oh, you're spending them for this. Yes.
Spending them.
Awesome.
Smart but not wise, which gets me up to a 1. And I think the fact that I wanted to know everything is what got us into this mess in the first place. That's my argument.
There you go. Okay.
So that gets me up to a 3. Does that?
The 3,
Does that do it?
you've defended yourself. Do you want to go claim a soldier token?
I do.
While that's happening, I've decided I am Benedict Davenar, the traitor soldier who's decided to turn coat.
Okay, and you are welcome to go look for a restroom if you want.
Oh,
Make
good.
sure that they turn your microphone off.
Don't do that.
And don't
Watch
trip
out
over
for
the lights. Okay, Shouty,
Oh,
you're
Benedict.
going to have to defend yourself from a soldier.
Well, my character here has a machine gun. Does that apply?
No, it does not. I looked and looked and I couldn't find any like Roshar accurate toy soldiers.
Anyone out there?
At least not in
Next
not
year.
that
Next
we do
year,
have the
sure.
minis, but I couldn't afford enough.
I will use my forceful to try and take down a shard bearer, the one that looks like Dalinar but is not Dalinar.
Oh, okay
So
then.
I'm going to try and use the advantage of betraying him and do a shiv from behind, like through any gaps I can find, and just give it a little swivel. Little one of
Okay.
these.
All right.
And I think that is dangerous to do, so I'm going to add this preemptively. Did you load these by chance?
I did not. What did you roll?
Bad.
I'm at a 0 with this. Did the blade break?
I think that unfortunately your dagger broke. The sack of spheres that you found spills all over the floor.
Oh no, that was
And-
like 2 shouties ago. That's
You robbed his corpse as well.
And this shard bearer cuts you in half.
Oh, no, Shouty!
Oh, poor Shouty. Okay, we still have a multitude of other soldiers that are attacking. I think it's time for one of the captains to attack. Who thinks they can take a captain
Dibs,
attack?
yeah.
What are you going to do about
It's
this?
time for adventure! That gives me a +2, right? Mm-hmm. My gem heart ability. I'm gonna be quick. Before he gets his weapon out, I'm just gonna bite his face off.
Oh, okay.
And so with my time for adventure, I'm gonna add adrenaline junkie to it,
Okay.
which brings me up to 9.
9?
Yeah.
Wow.
Captain's
Wow.
Four,
Are you
four.
sure you were going after a captain, or were
I'm
you
gonna go
going...
for I'm gonna like go through him towards the shard bearer.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
is
go
enough.
for Adeline Colon with that 9.
Okay.
And this is going to be one of the 3 canonical times where he sharts in his sword blade.
I also want to point out, Adolin, very distracted. Just got betrayed by his best friend, Benedict.
So,
Why are there still so many of them?
well, because
I was gone.
yeah,
I
you were
expected
gone.
you to wipe them out.
We just got rid of a shard bearer. Why don't you go take a shard bearer?
All right.
You've taken one out. In fact, why don't you, parachute it into the audience somehow?
Will do. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to tie it together.
You have to tie it.
Ready to
It
go.
doesn't come
It doesn't come
done.
pre-tied.
This is what happens when you buy them for 50 cents each at a party store.
All right, I will throw it into the audience. Just you wait. You deserve this, audience.
Okay. So we've got more. Do you want to try to deal with one?
I do. Let's see. How many? What can I think I want to try and take out a few of them at once.
Okay. That seems like a good idea. There's a lot to get through.
There are. I would like to knock over some structure. Like if there's something in, you know, the palace grounds.
There's
like
definitely some like
obelisk
pillars
or a
and
pillar,
arches and those kinds of
you know,
things.
a fountain, something like that. I would like to knock that over.
Okay.
And try to crush a few of these shouties.
Very good. That seems like a very clever way to go about this, knocking something onto them.
That gives me, and I think that definitely counts as a time to be smart. So I think that gets me a 5.
A 5.
Yes.
5 is enough to
5.
take out one of those shard bearers if you want to go take a shard bearer.
So do I smush?
Or you could take 3 of the soldiers.
Ooh. Okay, I'm going to let the audience decide. Do I take out a shard bearer or 3 soldiers? Shard bearer.
Shard bearer.
All right.
You can take one.
I'll take out some soldiers.
Awesome.
it.
How are you going to take out some soldiers?
All right, so have you ever seen Irish step dancing?
Yes.
Have you ever seen someone do it with 14 legs at once?
Oh.
I have not.
Okay, so I'm gonna be really flashy, and I think it's also time to be fancy, and I wanna trample as many of the soldiers as I can. How many do you think I could get?
Let's see. I just offered 3 if you roll a 5.
Okay,
And then we'll go up 1 for every number beyond that.
okay, so
6 is 4, etc.
I'm using my gem heart power, and I'm starting with a 5, so we'll see if the dice are gonna help me out or not.
Okay.
They did not.
It didn't.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. A 4, you can take out 2 of them.
Okay.
Yes.
Well done. Burp Slurper, how would you like to deal with some of those? The captains are still up there. No one's managed to take any of them out.
Well, I have a tooth coming in,
Oh,
and their armor looks like something I would really like to gum. So I think I'd like to grab a couple in each fist and just kind of gnaw on them.
okay. That sounds good to me. That'd be a forceful roll, do you think?
It would be forceful, but I would do it very carefully as well.
Okay, careful. Let's do that.
All right. Very forceful, very careful with this. And I boost food. There's food. So that would give me 5.
5. 5 will get rid of a captain.
A captain.
So well done. The captains, finally thinning out the captains a little bit.
By the way, this is impossible to assemble.
Wow, I wonder what you're even supposed to do.
There's literally no.
I don't know what took the Parshendi so long. Defeating an Alethi army is so easy.
Our Shouty died. Shouty was murdered. You don't have to kill a new one. This was the last one that died. I'm wondering how a new Shouty decides to join this side of the party.
Falls off of him and is just down.
Okay.
I've been around for a minute, hanging out on his spikes. It hurt, but
I missed one. Oh, there he is.
You've been on the back long enough that you feel like you are one with the chasm friends.
If there's one thing we know, it's this group radiates charm and charisma.
Perfect. Do you want to try to deal with some of these?
Well, if you don't mind, actually, it could be a Parshendi prisoner who got mixed up in all this and gets dropped down and is just, oh, I got to fight my way out of here now.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
That works for me.
What do we call the Parshendi?
Crunchy.
Crunchies?
Crunchies.
Crunchies?
Crunchies.
I love that. Crunchies.
Yeah. And this crunchy is going to go straight for the shark
very
bear.
good. Hang on, I want to see Fonda throw this.
All right. All
Why
right.
is it around his
Shard bearer
neck?
incoming.
How'd you do it faster than me?
Because I just tied it around his head.
Yeah!
Yay!
Dan, we didn't ask you, is it okay that we're throwing your belongings into the ground?
No, I think it's wonderful.
You didn't want these back or anything,
I,
right?
I ask you to please don't throw like your entire bowl of Pop Rocks into the audience. I would
throw
get in
crickets?
trouble.
Birds.
Who wants a cricket?
I don't think
All
it's
right.
a good idea to throw a cricket, but
Okay. And then
All right.
Oh, you actually got it through the light.
That does not
It was
look
not
aeronautically
easy.
sound.
It was not easy.
Yeah.
All right, here goes nothing.
okay.
no, I assume
This
Parshendi-
side or this side?
Same.
This. All right, this side. This side. In the back. This side again. This side again.
I want it. Can I have it actually?
Over here.
Over here. He floated. He floated. Let me do that again. Let me do that again. Let me do that again. He floated. So I think the secret, you wrap it up.
Oh, I didn't even notice this.
Not the parchment.
Well, Darren keeps doing stuff.
Ooh.
It's time for Darren to take out one of these captains, okay?
Yeah, Darren.
Yeah, Darren, time you pulled your weight.
Darren is going to roll over onto something, a soldier or a captain. So let's get audience cheering. Is Darren going to roll over and crush 2 soldiers? No. Is Darren going to roll over and crush a captain? There we go. Darren has done it. Someone want to go remove a captain and hurl it
center
into
of
the
attention.
audience?
Look, she's being a center of attention.
Yeah, coin for me.
Everybody look.
Woo! All right, ready?
Also, this parchment's been hecka lucky.
Oh, you got the parchment soldier.
He's very lucky. He
Very
hasn't
lucky.
died. Yeah. So, you got a bowl of coins there.
Okay, how does the parchment want to deal with some of these soldiers?
Going straight for the shard bearer.
Okay.
Gonna go straight for him and going to try and, well, my biggest bonus is for being clever. So I'm gonna try and convince him to run away.
Okay.
I'm gonna point, this parchment speaks the same language as
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah.
We're good. Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna look around and go, you think this was an accident? I brought them here. You think you can stand a chance against 3 chasm fiends? Look at the people who've died already. You're a fool. Run, so we can finish off your friends and you can tell the king what we did today.
And that is the second time Adeline sharts his shard.
All right, roll for us.
Can we trade dice real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you
Because
very
we're
much.
friends.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm going to have a 5.
A 5.
A 5.
Very good. That'll take out a captain if you want to take out a captain.
4, I apologize.
No, okay, no captain for you. But you can have 2 of the soldiers run off.
And the shard bearer?
No.
Damn, okay.
No, I think the shard bearer that's left is Dalinar, right?
Yeah. Hey, could we do a combo attack?
Yes.
Like
What do you want to
like
do?
a fastball special?
I stole your hat. You stole my
Shredhead,
gun.
could you throw the baby?
Shredhead,
Could you throw the baby at some?
Yes, I will roll that baby.
Yeah, like do some bowling, like some baby
Okay.
bowling.
Roll the
at
baby.
I think that sounds like a great idea. Let's have you each roll something and we'll just add them together.
Okay.
So maybe
I say
forceful
I'm
from
I'm so
Burp
forceful.
Slurper.
I'll be quick.
And you roll quick, and we get our fastball special.
Fastball special.
You're gonna
Is my adrenaline pumping?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to spend one of these because I want this to be ridiculously. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
See, those dice are horrible.
Back. It's too late.
You
It's
rolled
too
the
late.
cursed Daniel Green dice.
No. Let me just
Come
see
on,
what
man.
it could have been. It could have been cool. I got, with this, a 2.
A 2
Yeah.
combined
I got
with
4.
a 4, so a 6 total.
6 total.
Do you want to take out 3 of the soldiers, or 2 of the captains, or the 1 shard bearer?
I mean the shard bearer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can, yeah.
Okay, do you want to go take him?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I will
Pick up
fastball.
Shannon and throw her into the audience.
All right. We're going to do this like Mario and Bowser style. I
Yeah.
grab you by the tail.
Nothing
and
can go
spin,
wrong.
And spin. And whoa!
Yay!
There. It's all you.
It's all you. I already had one.
Okay.
He's already dealt with one of those.
So, since I have unlocked the key to communicating with shouties along this adventure, I'm going to use this knowledge to try and send the rest of the shouty army into a panic with, like, a musical deluge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this.
Musical number.
So since we already have Shredhead as the living parade float, and we have the music, and I think we've established some way of communicating with the shouties, we're going to just start blasting loud, horrific, high-pitched sounds and screaming that will send the rest of the shouties running for their lives.
Okay. Very good. Can you sing a little high-pitched, horrific music for us?
I feel like that's how Lena's.
You know what? I would love to be
Expertise.
the center of attention.
Yes.
You do
So
love
I
that.
came up with the idea, but I
Okay.
think how Lena will perform it.
I think that sounds great. Before you do that, let's get your voice fully prepped. Everybody eat some creme.
Wash it down with shouty. It really helps.
It's crunchy now.
Uh-oh.
Hooray! We hit our milestone. That's 5,000. And we are going to have the Chasm Friends theme song,
And this
accompanied
is
by the sound of pop rocks
Right
in the
on
background.
time. I feel like this is
This is the song.
the song.
This is the part in the
Yeah.
TV show where the theme
It's
song
beautiful to
starts
us, but having understood the shouty language and communicating with them, I now understand that this will drive them into madness.
All right, let's hear it.
Apologies for the echo a moment ago. Oh, and even I'm echoing. Do I need to stand further away from that speaker? Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that I am a classically trained soprano. Like, at karaoke nights, I kill it. Like, Sarah Brightman, watch out. But I had a lot of fun at the World Hopper Ball last night, and I have just 0 upper register. So instead of, like, a soaring soprano chorus, I'm just gonna, like, drop down an octave, and it's gonna be really uncomfortable, but we're gonna have a lot of fun anyway.
Altos are people too.
Right. To a possibly recognizable tune to those who were children in the 80s and early 90s. Down in the canyons, you'll find true companions. Their laughter resounds through the crackety plains. If weighed down with worries, assemble our stories. Then lift up your voice as we sing our refrains. Chasm friends, trumping here and there around the bends. New adventures you can count by tens. We are the Chasm friends. We're now emissaries for clever claws carries, some cute purple globbies and a shouty from above. Dancing and eating and storm surf competing, our gem hearts glow as we show it our love. Chasm friends, sending shouty things around the bends. With its buddies you can count by tens. We are the Chasm Friends. Thanks to the Chasm Friends.
Yes, Chasm Friends forever!
So if this was a TV show, this is like the cool epic moment where the theme song starts playing as we're like wiping out the enemy army.
Exactly.
It was perfectly timed. It couldn't have been better. Also, everyone gets blessedly to eat some crickets. I'm going to pop a few of these and pass them over.
I had a handful.
This is
Thank
my
goodness.
favorite
That was on
part.
you. Just one. Just one.
Pass them over.
I don't know,
That one
good
looks
spice.
crunchy.
There we go. Oops.
Protein.
Protein.
This one's called Jeremy.
Oh, that one's still alive.
This is the most exciting part of our show. We just sit here and chew things and you listen to us.
Oh,
Nom, nom,
oh,
nom,
it
nom.
tasted.
I'm having one of those moments where I remember I could have been a software engineer. Could have rolled with that life.
I want you to know that I taste tested 3 other types of bugs
Species.
before I settled on this brand of crickets, and these are very good. This is what I was hoping to find. But I found some like freeze-dried ones off Amazon that were like cotton candy flavored and stuff.
No.
And oh my stars!
What?
What?
What's
God.
happening?
What is happening?
Whoa, we just
Hey,
hit
wait,
5,000.
There
Now
aren't
it's at
even
8.
that many shard bearers in the Colon army.
What?
Well, no wonder we hit the milestone.
And now
did
the
it?
plot twist. My Parshindi invasion arrives.
Oh my!
Could we do some kind of combo attack with all of us together?
I thought the song was our combo attack. What
Oh
happened?
my gosh!
Claus,
happened?
you're the smart one. What could we do?
Okay, did someone maybe mistake this for another Brandon Kickstarter?
Okay, this is 20 new soldiers, 10 new captains, 5 new shard bearers, led by Dalinar.
How?
Oh my gracious!
Do you know what?
How are we going to deal with this?
This shouty audience hates us.
This is horrible behavior. A proper Vorin would be sitting at home having someone read him Wind and Truth instead of bothering us like this.
Oh boy!
Stop donating. Go read.
Is it time to run away then?
Bravely.
Bravely run away.
Bravely run away.
Bravely retreat.
I'd never run away. I only run towards danger.
Dance off.
Okay, I'll run away.
Okay, let's get a quick. I want everybody to roll quick.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Do you know what? Because this is a -1. So I'm actually gonna put 2 coins on Elegant Dancer to like up my,
Okay.
Quickness.
So
So
you
I'm now-
elegantly dance away.
yeah.
Very good. Burp Slurper, how'd we do?
I got 3.
3, excellent.
-2.
-2.
I need you to remember that I was impaled previously on the back of a chasm fiend, so I ended up with a -1. I feel like
Okay.
that fits.
Yeah.
If it's time for adventure, I got 5.
It is time for adventure.
5.
All right. So Burp Slurper and Howlerina, between them, have managed to evade 3 of the soldiers. You've managed to evade a captain. You want to go remove them from the board?
And didn't our song, our Chasm Friends song, drive any of these guys into a state of panic and madness?
I think that it did. How many of them is the question?
I feel like at least 10 of these guys would have been
least 10 of
driven
these
mad
guys.
by hearing the song.
Hearing the madness of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. You want to go throw 10 soldiers into the audience?
Let's do it.
Very good. And we lost Howlerina completely. Are you ready to throw the parachute?
I have no confidence that this will throw. Let's see what happens over here. Oh, hey!
Oh, that
and
was
it
the
was
best
caught.
one yet. All
Perfect.
right,
Best
here we
one.
go.
Shannon
Some
wins.
soldiers. Woo!
Okay.
Woo!
We are running away, but unfortunately not everyone was able to run away successfully, which is too bad. But some of the soldiers were driven mad. There's 5 shard bearers up
More
there.
soldiers.
And I feel like those shard bearers are going to cause a big problem. And I want you guys to see if you can come up with a clever plan to get rid of those shard bearers, to evade them somehow, to run away, to hide, to distract them, send them the wrong direction.
Obviously, the most efficient way to kill a shard bearer is if all the chasm fiends come together to make a chasm zord.
And I'll form the leg.
Yes.
Okay.
Chasm zord activate.
I like the idea of a chasm zord. Is that going to work? Who's going to be on top?
The Parshendi.
The brain.
The Parshendi. There we go. That seems good. Who's the bottom? Who's the base of this?
I'm very quick. I'll be the legs.
Okay. And then who's next? Darren. Darren can be
is the
underneath
body.
you.
Okay.
Can you give us a forceful roll to see if you can hold
forceful?
this all up?
All right, and it's time for adventure.
It's time for adventure.
2, 4. I'm gonna use adrenaline. No one was really enthusiastic about Chasm Zord up here, but I don't care. I don't care about their feelings. So I'm gonna add 2.
Okay.
So that's going to make it 6.
6. Excellent. You are able to lift everybody.
Yeah.
Darren across the top. We can put Clever Claws and Howlerina there on top of Darren. We can put Burp Slurper, the baby, on top of them. And then the Parshendi perched atop them.
It's never been a better day to be a Parshman.
All right.
Like
Clever
the-
Claws, can we get a forceful roll from you? This doesn't have to be super high because you're only holding up a baby and a tiny little shouty.
-1. But is this a time to be smart? Am I balancing the baby?
Can you think of a way that being smart here will help?
I think I'm optimizing the structure of our Zorg.
Okay.
So I've kind of done some calculations in my head to sort of figure out like how best we can remain stable.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely a time to be smart.
All right, so that gets me that then gets me to a +2. Is that
+2.
two?
That's enough to hold up Burp Slurper. And Burp Slurper, you atop there as the head of this Chasm Zorg.
Yes, I can eat so much from up there.
Yes, you can. Let's get a roll of what role do you think would be best to terrify everyone, to roar and scream and
Oh,
shout?
so forceful.
Okay, there we go.
That would be a 1.
A 1.
But food.
Screaming food and eating people way up where everyone can see. Love it. Okay, so you have managed to, let's see, I want to wait till Howlerina comes back and make Howlerina roll something. But Parshendi, you are on the top. You have that vantage point. How are you going to take advantage now of that point? What are you going to do?
Am I allowed to like instruct a blow from the Zord that I'm on top of?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to take out as many as possible, so I'd like to belly flop on the center mass of soldiers.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a forceful roll?
Well, would it be like a past command to him because he's the legs, or would it be like I just do it my own way because he's the one physically doing it?
Are you trying to tip over the whole structure or just yourself?
He's directing us, inspiring us.
I'm directing,
He
like
is
John
the
Williams.
Lisan Al-Gaib of the Parshendi, and he is riding us with his hooks.
So I guess it wouldn't be forceful for me. I guess it would be clever?
Clever?
Flashy?
Clever or flashy, either one.
Let's go clever, because I have a bigger boost than that.
5.
A 5, excellent. This giant Zord, 5 chasm fiends, and a little Parshendi on top. I'll let you squash all 5 of those shard bearers.
Woo!
Whom you can dispose of however you like.
I'm sorry, which 5 did you say?
The shard bearers.
5 shard bearers?
5 shard bearers.
That was
And a mic pack. There we go. All right, I will string these up to throw.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Or should I just throw them?
It
Go
takes
for it.
about 20 minutes each to string those up.
Woo!
Very good. Okay.
Didn't even need me. Look at you guys.
We didn't need you, but now I want to give you a chance to do something.
Okay.
Kind of retroactively. Flashback to the middle of that. What they did is they stacked everybody on top of each other.
Whoa.
Like
Made a chasm Zord!
Chasm
God,
Zord.
I missed that.
And so you were in the kind of the middle of the Zorg next to Clever Claws. What do you want to do while in there to see if you can deal with some of these bad guys? Or not deal with bad guys. You're just playing a stick game with them.
Okay. So I'm like the torso, stomach area of the Zord.
Yeah, you were like an arm.
Okay, yeah. All right, then I'd like to take that arm and I'd like to backhand some of the soldiers.
Okay.
I'm gonna do.
But it's a jazz hand, surely.
Whoa.
Spirit claw, spirit claw.
Spirit claws. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do spirit
Jazz
claws.
claws.
So do you know what?
Jazz
Flashy.
claws.
3, 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
I'll let you take out 1 captain or 2 soldiers.
1 cap.
What do you prefer? We have almost as many captains as soldiers now.
Right? This is a very top-heavy sort of organization.
Yeah, there's a lot
Too many
of
vice
lot of
presidents in
leadership.
this army.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. All right. Let's see if you can run away now that you've gotten rid of the leadership of this army by getting rid of those shard bearers. Let's get a quick roll from everybody
let's
again.
finish him off.
You want to just fight them?
Yeah, we're winning.
Okay.
Why would we retreat when we're winning?
Oh my gosh, why would you say that when we're in a story?
Who wants to fight and who wants to run?
I'm the legs, so I
Maybe
go
should
where
take-
we say we
Maybe
go.
we should poll the
We're
audience.
just playing a game, right? We're just playing stick game.
Why would you run away from a game?
That's true. Okay, let's play the stick game then. Who wants to try to deal with some more soldiers then? Come up with a clever
I'm gonna
plan.
just start stomping. Just start stomping as the legs.
I have an observation. I've never heard that shard plate wouldn't go on a chasm fiend. And from what I can see, we just landed on 5 sets, and there's 5 people.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I want to say, as a writer of the Cosmere, this is canonical.
Yes.
We do have 5 sets of shard plate that we can put on, so you are now all armored chasm fiends.
Okay, but like with magical girl transformation
Yeah,
sequence,
chasm
like
friends
the
thing,
sailors.
yeah.
Chasm friends.
Chasm friends.
With your magical girl transformation.
Yeah, so like
Spinning
sparkle,
around.
sparkle, like flash of light, and we're spinning around, and then like
They're now the
We're-
chasm scouts.
yeah, and then like we all end in a really cool pose. So everybody pose your arms. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Morphin' time!
Whoa! And that's it. That's the poster of the show.
Excellent. This is now changed from a Gummy Bears ripoff to a Sailor Moon ripoff, and I am absolutely here for it.
We
So,
gotta sell toys, Dan. We've gotta sell toys.
It's all about the merch.
And with what we've got plans for these soldiers, it's going to turn into the boys real fast.
So what?
That's why we finish them off.
okay, well, Shredhead, you were the one who wanted to lead this charge.
All right.
How are
I
you
would
going
like
to take out a
just
bunch of soldiers and
run
captains?
as fast as I can with all of my legs flying and just cut through all of them.
Okay, what is that
Okay.
going to be? Quick?
And it's time for adventure.
Time for
Time
adventure.
for adventure. Okay, it's gonna be quick and adrenaline junkie, so I'm gonna add a lot to it. Okay, these cancel out. That's gonna be 7.
7.
7.
I will let you get rid of 7 soldiers if you want.
7.
Or 3 captains.
Yeah,
1,
Shredhead.
2, 3, 4, 5,
And he can count.
7.
Nice.
Only can
can't,
count
you're
as
just a
many as legs as I have.
Are they going to fight back at any point? Or
Never has a group of adults been so excited to get little plastic soldiers. I love it.
I want to follow in Shredhead's wake and do something sort of similar, but like I want to set the stage that, so my shard plate is gold and it looks really good with my blue Chasm Fiend skin, and somehow I found a cape, not sure how I found one that fit me, but I do, and I look amazing, and I'm the center of attention, and it's time to be fancy, and I'm going to charge through the group of soldiers as well.
Let's do it. This sounds
Yes,
awesome.
Lethal fancy Nancy.
Yeah, so that puts me at a 6.
A 6. I will let you get rid of, let's say, 4 soldiers or 2 captains.
Kill all the soldiers so the captains die under the weight of their own bureaucracy. No one to boss around.
But if you're the captain and I'm the captain,
So
then who's flying?
I'm going to jerry rig a catapult and put the baby in it.
Yes.
And now that the baby's armored, and
I'm
we're
gonna-
gonna basically use the baby as a cannonball and
Use me
fire
as
the
fodder.
baby into
Yes.
these remaining shouty army.
I'm gonna go
Let's
for
do it. That
detection.
sounds like it's time to be smart.
It is time to be smart. Let's go, let's go.
All right, who hasn't gotten anything?
Those cancel out. So that's a 3.
But what if I roll 2 and I add the
Oh,
extra
and can the
Yeah.
baby roll?
forcefulness?
You roll 2.
Would you like a soldier?
And that is, boy, but I'm still a baby, so. Oh, that's 4.
4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Why don't you go get rid of 3 of anything?
Ooh. Should we get rid of the remaining soldiers so that only the captain?
Yes. They won't know who to give orders to. They'll be so confused.
With this burp slurper ballista,
Yes, get them.
All right.
I got a
you
couple
take one.
others.
All right.
hurling soldiers into the
Hurling
audience.
soldiers.
I'm so afraid we're
Hurling
actually going to pelt someone's eye.
Yeah.
Little plastic soldier.
I like to imagine, though, it's very story accurate that we're like hitting these soldiers.
We're just
and
like
they're flying hundreds and hundreds of feet to splat like way outside the palace walls.
They're splattering on other shouties in the audience.
Call that the splattered planes.
All right, but now
you.
what? Now that the captains have no soldiers,
The
what are they
captains
gonna
now have no one to lead. They're just going to point at each other and say, "You
go?
obey me."
You go. No, you.
They
No,
turn on
you
each
go.
other, the infighting begins, and they slaughter each other instantly. We
Can-
don't have to do anything else, right? We won. How much
Do
time do
they-
we have
do they-
left?
Do they fall to political infighting and backstabbing?
They absolutely could. I want to ask one question first. We still have our Parshendi
That's true.
over here. I feel like you have lasted longer than any of the other shouties that we've done.
Yes, we're getting
You're the
attached.
most
dangerously
successful of the
attached.
shouties.
That's because I'm a crunchy.
Lisan al-Gaib! Lisan al-Gaib!
You are in a position of power over these humans that you've never felt before.
Yes.
Do you have a plan to try to drive away this last group of human captains?
Oh no, it's not that. It's join or die.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying. I've failed every fight roll I've had, but I've been a very convincing Parshinti.
All
But
right. Well,
you've
let's.
got shard plate now, so surely that affords some type of bonus.
Right.
I'm going to say that it's a dangerous situation.
It is absolutely a dangerous situation.
So I'm at a 4.
A 4. Why don't you give us a speech of trying to convince these captains to join you?
Okay.
Do it to the correct rhythm, though.
Speech! I steal your hat one time, you steal my gun 3 times.
It's really fun. Look, a lot of blood's been spilled today. Many people have died. Soldiers
have covered the plains. And look what your leaders have brought you. Death, destruction, chaos. Join me, and I will make sure that every single captain gets shard plate of their own. And I will make sure that every parshman and every human is forced to marry and get along, and that'll resolve all of our problems. Thank you. This has been my TED Talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah! Woo!
Well done.
More friends.
You have found the true treasure, which is, of course, friendship. You have 10 new shouties to add to your group.
Woohoo!
Plus, you got to eat a delicious horse.
Yeah, that was a highlight. Yeah.
Do we get to take up residence in the palace too?
It might be a bad idea to go back there. It looks like they're still kind of playing their stick game very angrily, and you wouldn't want to interrupt them.
That's fair, that's fair. So we take our new shouties.
Yeah, take your new shouties. Plus, the chasms are so much nicer
It is.
anyway.
It is
You
pretty
can't
nice.
understand why these humans don't want to live down there.
Do not, do not kill our shouty.
Everyone eat some creme.
Thank goodness.
I
At
thought
least
for
it was just, but we can eat crickets.
I'm gonna have a big
'Cause
one.
we,
This is
we hit the
victory
milestone,
creme.
didn't we?
Victory creme.
We did, and we ate some. Did you not eat some?
I did, but could we eat them instead?
Oh, you
of
want to
the
eat
creme?
more?
Yeah.
No, we got to eat
All
some
right,
creme.
all right.
You know what, guys? I think I learned something today.
What's that?
You know, the chasms that we live in might be
Oh, I'm
deep,
so sorry.
but I think the bonds of our friendship go even deeper.
Wow.
Credits, credits, credits.
And I learned that you can eat a horse twice.
Yeah.
Hang on. I got to process all this crackling pop rock.
I heard none of that. I'm sure it was wonderful, Megan.
I'm sure you could feel my intent. I spoke it to a
feel it.
rhythm of friendship.
I get about 10% of what you guys say.
It's very echoey and hard
good.
to hear.
That was great. I said I get about 10% of what you say, and Daniel said, what?
What?
I haven't heard anything that Howlina said for like the last 25 minutes.
Well, what Howlerina just did was accurately predict how I wanted to end this story, with everyone telling us what they've learned from this adventure. So, Howlerina, why don't you say yours again
Cool.
as clearly as possible?
I've learned something today.
What's that?
Well, I learned that the chasms we live in might be deep, but the bonds of our friendship go even deeper.
Yay!
Yay!
Burp Slurper, what have you learned today?
I learned that you can eat a horse twice. All right, he got it that time.
Clever Claus, what have you learned today?
I've learned that there's so much in the world to learn about. But at the end of the day, the most that you can learn from are from your own friends and the adventures that you go on together.
Yay! Parshendi, do you have a name?
Peter.
Peter? Peter Parshendi, what have you learned today?
And violence gets you what you want.
And Shredhead, what have you learned today?
The best way to wash down creme is with a side of shouty.
Yes.
Would you like to be on?
Woo.
Very good. Everybody, thank you so much for coming to this. This was a lot of fun for us. I hope it was fun for you. We have raised an amount of money. I don't know, what's our final total amount of money that we've raised?
$81.50.
$81.50. $8,150 for the Utah SF Fellowship, which supports education at universities all over Utah. Thank you so much, everybody. You're fantastic. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Yay!
All right.
spoonfuls of creme for everybody.
Need all those coins and everything back.
Who wants my crusty spoon? It's gonna get a health hazard.